first, let's go to Halo Wars 2 panel. We're going to introduce some new characters.
Isabel, UNSC Logistics.
This is the first time Eric has actually seen her character in the game.
That is so cool!
I'm here with Gavin at Mattel. So we have exclusives, right?
Sure.
Gotta have exclusive Comic-Con. So what do we got here?
Well, we've got an incredible 6-inch action figure, the Spartan Helios Grill.
What have we done with the 6-inch line, which is new for this year, right? It's coming
well,
out.
It's coming out. It's already out. And what's great about it is that the armor is removable on the 6-inch line. You can mix and you can match it.
And we do have a Boomco exclusive too at the con, don't we?
Yes, absolutely we do. With the Boomco exclusive, that's going to be the Brute Spiker, but with custom deco and packaging. We, of course, have our line of Mega Blocks for Halo Wars 2. An incredible series.
Wait, can Chief beat He-Man? Maybe no. Chief can definitely beat He-Man. So, what's the maximum number of Halo Brute Spikers I can order?
There are not a maximum, even though the limit says there.
Okay, great. So I'll just take the rest.
Not 100.
Sell out. Here at the Dark Horse booth, looking at our amazing collection of replica ships. Stuff I didn't even know they were going to be showing. We have the Pillar of Autumn, which I think just came out, and the Spirit of Fire, which I'm so stoked for to come out right in time for Halo Wars 2. And then, of course, everybody's favorite in Warzone, the Phaeton, which is coming out in time for a holiday season this year. Excuse me, is this the line signing for Frank O'Connor? Okay. I'm set. Here I am at Nerd HQ where I came down to get some cereal. Also, turns out we had Halo Wars 2 here. What's the reaction been like playing the multiplayer demo?
The reaction is good here. Surprisingly competitive game. Strongholds is one of the more action-based modes of the game where you get right in, you don't have to worry about building base, and actually got resources, you just start blowing things up right away. And of course, when the full game comes out, we'll have Domination Deathmatch like we had in that first match, and you're just going to town on this cereal. It's hard to
I told you I came for cereal.
I know.
That's too many tanks. You got one to kill that tank. You don't need that tank. And that's a wrap from San Diego Comic-Con 2016. For more information on our products, make sure and check out HaloWaypoint.com, and we'll see you next year.
I specifically am so fortunate, I believe I have 3 of the best teammates in the game on my team. Every single event, I feel like they remind people how good they really are, even though sometimes we can struggle online a little bit.
Squad coming out and doing just an amazing job at bouncing back after that first loss.
These guys from Liquid, it's such an impressive win for them, but to go back and talk about Envy, like you said, Envy wasn't expecting this at all. Every week, Kyle, the fall season has been just a joy. I cannot wait to get this final week underway and find out who are going to be the teams making it into the playoffs because, like we said previously, we knew in the summer finals it was going to be the CLG show. This time around, we have no idea whether it's going to be Optic, Envy. We don't even know what teams are going to make it in. I can't wait.
Fab 9-1, secure and lock in #1 seed. Team Vibe, Green Arrow take down Team Infuse and steal the 2nd seed. Team Infuse will fall down 1 seed into 3rd place with a 7-3, but also in the fall season finals, Pulse Gaming 4 and 6.
Pistola trying to answer back as he's got the rockets in his hand now. Down 1 rocket here left in the chamber for Pistola. Does spot the Suspector hiding below. Sneaky, not going to be sneaky enough there. 3-kill lead. Pistola with a new set of rockets coming up again. And
yeah, Pistola's been big with those rockets. Ola leaves that one and now is going to push over. And look at this, 5 kills now, make that 6-kill lead for Envy. What happened to E6?
Not going to be enough as Pistola is still winning all of these 1v1 battles. He is 15-4.
Wow. We were wondering who it was, and we knew it was Ola with the rockets, but we didn't know it was Ola with the everything, with the no-scope to the face on shooter, insult to injury, rubbing salt in the wounds. Ola putting on a show in a clinic here in game number 5.
incoming enemy force. Eradicate them! Heads, ready for assignment. Taking fire! Ghost under attack!
Enemy forces spotted. Sending location.
Our allied base is under attack. As I predicted, the enemy is nearly done for. Attack the containers! Push that back!
For 15 years, we've fought together with fearless leaders against incredible foes. We've explored terrifying worlds and overcome impossible odds. We've built powerful friendships and forged unbreakable bonds. This is only the first 15 years. I think we're just getting started. Here's to 15 years of Halo.
It's our party and we can cry if we want to, and if you didn't shed a tear after watching that, then I'm not sure where your priorities are. I am Jeff Easterling, Grim Brother 1, and I am joined by my good friend Brian Gerard, otherwise known in the annals of Halo community lore as Sketch. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Jeff.
Yeah.
It's kind of surreal, exciting.
Your first live stream.
It is. I don't think this technology existed the last time I was involved with Halo.
Yeah, I mean the last time you were involved with Halo, I think Unishek was in 4th grade though, so
that's right. I think we talked. We did talk about that. It's about 2002 was the last time I was hired to be a Halo community manager.
Yeah.
And I think I was in the
price of bread was like a nickel.
Oh sure, yeah. You know, we had to sort of start our cars to drive to work, but. Yeah, I started with Bungie right here in Redmond. The team had moved over recently from Chicago. It was about a year after the launch of Halo Combat Evolved.
Yeah.
And I had an amazing time there. Got to be a part of the launch of Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo PC, Halo Reach, Halo ODST. So about a 10-year run with the Halo franchise under the Bungie banner. And now it's old as new again.
So this, like a holiday kind of like this, has got to hold some interesting significance for you, I would imagine, being on kind of that ground floor, and then also being away for a little bit. So it's got to add some interesting perspective. I'm sure that all of you guys have your own perspectives with your own kind of personal history of Halo, and that is really what today is all about. Everybody in the studio, we've kind of taken a little bit of a break, nothing to tweet about or anything, but we've kind of taken this time to celebrate what Halo is and has meant to all of us and has been and actually still is to come. There's some really cool, exciting things on the horizon. Now, if you notice, it's the two of us up here. One of the immediate questions that I'm sure is popping up in the chat is, where is the handsome guy? Where is Bravo? Can you tell us a little bit about what, because you've stepped in the community manager role. So
yeah,
what is,
I mean, obviously I'm not Bravo.
Yes,
I mean,
you are not, for better or worse.
Big shoes to fill. I realize that. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
My understanding is that he's moving on to some different roles here, different responsibilities at the studio.
Yeah, it's true.
I think he's described it as being more behind the scenes.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's probably maybe the best way of putting it is more of a behind the the scenes kind of guy. But fear not, because your fearless Barvo isn't really going anywhere very far. He still kind of sits right near us, and we've got a lot of cool things coming on. Now, so again, we're talking about 15th anniversary. I remember, for me, like, I have very, very vivid memories of opening up the OG box and playing the Silent Cartographer demo over and over and over. It's been super awesome to like read actually a lot of your memories that you've been posting on forums, whether it be Waypoint or Reddit or on Twitter or GAF, HBO. Like, it's been awesome to see kind of a lot of that reminiscing. So much of it is felt and shared by myself. A lot of long nights with friends and siblings playing every single Halo game. But again, talk to us a little about your kind of history, because you bring, again, an interesting perspective. You weren't there for the original Xbox launch, though. Talk to us about like your kind of transition from initial fan into, you know, Halo-dom.
Sure. I mean, I honestly, lifelong video gamer first and foremost. I followed and was a huge fan of Bungie.
Yeah.
I didn't have a Mac early on, but certainly around the time of Myth, Oni, the studio's on my radar. Huge fan. I had followed Halo's development when it was first revealed as a Mac and PC title, because, you know, at the time, no one had seen a game that looked to push the technology that far, these expansive, wide open worlds, a sandbox that just looked really, sort of from a physics perspective, something unprecedented, really.
Yeah,
I mean, at the time,
groundbreaking on a lot of different levels.
We'd never know what the story would then become, and, you know, and the monk chants and all that. But for me, Halo actually goes back a little more than 15 years, because I had moved up to this area looking for a job at Xbox. I was determined. I wanted to be a part of this new initiative because I wanted to be
So not originally from Seattle?
No. I actually, I'll admit it, I born and raised in Florida and just kept migrating.
Florida transplants, represent.
I'm as far away as I could have gotten. No offense to any Floridians out there. That's where my heart lies. But here I am.
We know we're all weird.
A friend of mine actually worked at Xbox, though, early on in marketing department, and he sort of helped me get my foot in the door and get the interview that would then turn into my job. But I got to play some early builds of Halo on his dev kit in his apartment months before release, and like we were playing split screen, driving around in Warthogs, just doing all the amazing things that fans would do. And I was hooked.
Throwing grenades under it and flipping it all around.
Thankfully, I remember just randomly seeing a job posting for a position called Community Development Manager, which at the time, Microsoft, there was no job classification that existed here at the company. And it sounded awesome.
Yeah.
It was described as helping to engage with fans, build this massive online community. And at the time, you know, they had pretty grandiose visions for what they had in store for Halo.
It's kind of funny, actually, like even just like what we are doing, the way we are celebrating Halo today with a lot of community interaction and involvement, doing stuff like Livestream and, you know, interacting on forums and Twitter. It's funny that out of all of the things that Halo itself as a franchise helped pioneer, one of the kind of forgotten ones is community interaction in a lot of ways.
Absolutely.
Not that they were necessarily the very first, but you know, those early Halo days and some of those Bungie
the LAN
luminaries.
parties, you know, it's the garage basement LAN party, that sort of whole subculture that obviously had been pretty prevalent on the PC side, but consoles didn't necessarily lend themselves to that so much, and I think certainly Halo cracked that open. Speaking of
CRTs
old,
are heavy.
Speaking of old school, let me just reach down here.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I'm a pack rat. I save everything. I have so much stuff in my garage, in my home office. This I thought would be pretty fun to bring in for maybe for some of the younger folks.
It's like the size of Uni's head.
We call this the Duke. I'm sure a lot of people are very familiar with it, but I mean, this is Microsoft's design and sort of usability has come a long way in 15 years. But this is what the original console launched with. This is what we had to play Halo with. And,
I think kids used to have to play co-op because you'd have to, one friend on each side of the controller to actually cover the entire
it's almost
expanse.
sort of emulates an arcade cabinet in your lap. But yeah, this was the deal. And, I don't know if you've touched a Duke in a long time, but there's something that sort of feels good about it. But, once we moved into the next era, it was hard to go back. Speaking of memory lanes,
it's like a Dreamcast controller reached its ultimate form.
Check this out. So I found this.
Oh, this is good.
Just in a box of random stuff that I thought, hey, I should hold on to that. Maybe someday it'd be interesting.
Might as well.
Of course, a 15-year anniversary sounds like a great time to dig through.
What is this? This is
a
market research.
Halo research, a summary of international results for basically before the game was released. So after Microsoft had purchased Bungie.
Okay.
They go out and they do a bunch of.
We're not really sure if we're allowed to be showing you this, but hey, it's live.
It's
so
it's literally just the word Halo. I'm not, there's nothing that we're going to give away here.
Oh, okay.
But as
no secrets from back.
As with any game that's in development, while the creative teams are working away on concepts and sort of getting the base systems up, marketing teams go off around the world and start trying to understand how does this game, as it's currently spec'd, fit into this market? How will I sell it? What are the opportunities? What things am I concerned about that I might want to influence the developers?
And from Microsoft's perspective at this time, too, it wasn't just a game they were researching. Obviously, this is their first foray even into the console market.
Yeah, so this is from October 2000, and I just had like 2 things that I thought would be interesting here. So on this summary page,
this is fantastic.
Which somebody presented this to Microsoft leadership. The game was considered to have potential to be a solid performer.
Yeah.
And it could actually
like brute force.
It could be the next generation of action game.
Could be.
Could be. However, some may take a wait-and-see attitude. They're concerned that the game may not deliver on everything that's being promised. So very ambitious title, ambitious show.
So it's a good thing we don't ever get reactions like that these days.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
This was, exactly, before we kind of had the under-promise, over-deliver mantra.
Oh, yeah.
The same thing for this, this page. The story is important for this game. It sets the context for gameplay. However, we need to strengthen the story by moving away from the cliched save the world storyline. So, international marketing team a little unsure about Halo's narrative at the time. And then lastly, the diagnostics. This is kind of some recommendations to help it be more successful in foreign markets. The marketing folks that did this research thought, we need different antagonists, different enemies, and the ability to play as aliens, which, spoiler, we would have that a couple years later after Halo's release. But consider changing the game title. The name needs to be explained. It's confusing to gamers. It means nothing. And the Covenant names were weak. So I guess focus testing, things like the Elite, Grunt, wasn't resonating. But thankfully, the Bungie team stuck to their vision, and the rest is history.
It's good. This is like a weird, marketing Sunday school story time.
It is.
You need to have the flannel graph.
I have lots of goodies.
That's good. Anything else that are your?
I do.
What are these sheets? These laminated sheets?
Well, let me get to. Hold on. Let me get to that.
Okay.
We'll go in chronological order.
Oh, okay.
So that was kind of our my Halo 1 souvenirs. Now recall with Halo 2, things were different.
Yeah.
The controllers shrunk.
Yes.
This is the Japanese version of the controller S.
Oh, nice.
And I was surprised to find that it's actually still labeled as player MP08A.
I feel that comes from somewhere official.
I think I may have accidentally brought this home from the Halo 2 playtest lab at the Bungie makeshift offices.
Statute of limitations, so.
Well, technically it was Microsoft property then, and I'm a Microsoft employee now, and I just brought it home.
They'll be here in 20 minutes.
I just brought it back. This paper that you referred to, though, which I've teased up about online, this doesn't look great on camera, but this is the full script from our Halo 2 multiplayer reveal. So if you recall,
still smells like Joe.
At E3, when we had the awesome Halo Theater, which at the time, I'm pretty sure Halo was one of the first games on the floor of E3 to have this full-blown custom theater experience that we would bring in, not just press, but loads of fans as well. And probably do 25 demos a day around the clock. But when Joe Staten would stand up and introduce Zanzibar to the world and talk through all the new multiplayer elements, that's the same script. And
that's so great.
Honestly,
we call it Zanzibar.
I still remember almost all those lines, and I think I'll take that to my grave. And my last little fun piece of Halo 2 memorabilia that I found is a personal favorite.
Ooh.
My staff badge from the official Halo 2 launch party.
That artwork, that character art seems familiar.
Yeah, this was one of the most prolific pieces ever commissioned in the history of Halo. I think it was by an artist named Frank O'Connor.
Yeah, Mr. Franklin O'Connor,
yes. So Halo 2 not only brought us things like dual wielding and boarding and online multiplayer, it also brought us Mr. Chief.
Yes.
And that's what this is.
Perhaps maybe the most iconic thing to come out
from our team launch party. So I mean, if you look at it, each game, as we know, has raised the bar, has ushered in not only new elements to this franchise itself, but each game has also kind of moved the industry and the genre forward as a whole.
Well, I know that you guys don't necessarily want to hear just us sit here and wax poetic about our memories, but all throughout the show, we've got a collection of folks who would also love to share their memories of 15 years of Halo with you. And I think we have a rather important figure in the current Halo ecosystem who would like to share theirs right now. Let's see what we got.
I have a couple favorite Halo memories. My first couple are from Halo CE, and one was like Silent Photographer, and I think the Warthog being able to kind of experience that sandbox that is Halo, being able to drive out into the water forever, and just the immersive gameplay. And I think my second one from CE would be when we were working on the anniversary, and we did the sort of up-res of 343 Guilty Spark when you first see the flood, and we were all like, wait, flip over to the other one, because they were much bigger than that. And like, you think about like your original time when you were first playing Halo and how the flood felt and how big they felt, and then seeing it 10 years later, they were much smaller and maybe less scary on how they looked. I'd say those are my favorite memories.
So we've got a packed day for you on today's live stream. Kind of a smorgasbord of awesome anniversary and memory-filled goodness. A lot of fun. What kind of things are we going to be seeing?
Well, I think we're just going to announce like 5 or 7 new projects that are all being shipped. Right?
Oh,
this is the Megaton show.
I know people are definitely sitting at their Twitch chat expecting some E3 class Megatons.
In all seriousness,
that's so easy.
That's not this show. We got some great stuff lined up, though. But just to kind of bring things back to reality.
At us if you're disappointed.
One of my favorite pieces I'm looking forward to seeing for the first time is our museum tour, where we took a little stroll down memory lane.
A lot of fun, I actually spoke to Dan Ayub and Max Schlager from the Halo Wars 2 team. Talk a little bit about Blitz mode, so that'll be pretty awesome.
I think James Monosmith, our swag man, is going to join us up here a little bit later. Show us some latest and greatest from the world of Halo consumer products, and specifically something new from Loot Crate.
Ooh. Now, I mean, that kind of smells like reveal. So that's
a reveal.
I like
that's
I
a
like
reveal.
That. That's good. We're also going to talk some esports with Tashi and Strongside. So that's definitely going to be something to look forward to. There's some really cool information and some neat events coming up for that.
Yep, and then we're going to be joined by Uni, who is going to talk a little bit about our
Wouldn't be a show without Uni.
Have to get Uni on here. We're going to talk about our new special anniversary throwback playlist.
Yeah.
Uni worked really hard with some really talented forgers in the Halo community who built some great Halo CE throwback maps. That's available right now, playable on Xbox Live, and Uni's going to come up and just give us a little bit of an overview about what we can expect in that playlist.
Yeah, and of course, make sure that if you are playing, wanting to play some Halo, make sure you have the latest dashboard update, because they've added some pretty cool new things, especially in regards to getting people together and playing. You may have noticed a cool new feature right around your friends list that are called clubs, and also like a cool looking for group feature. Definitely, I mean, when you search Halo, it's actually awesome how many of Halo-themed clubs come up. We've got a lot of them actually from our surrounding communities. We've got a really awesome one. You can join Halo Archive, which is a lot of cool lore-based fans that like to get together and play. We, of course, have our Halo, the subreddit, countless others. But if you want to get on some official action, search Halo, and you will find the official 343 and Halo Club, and it is just called, aptly, Halo. And we actually have in our play labs right now, and actually have been all day, a number of folks kind of all rotating in and out of our play labs. Like I said, it's a party today. Look, we see some footage here of some of the
ain't no party like a pizza party.
Oh man, it's been good. Our play lab coordinator, Mr. James Bakich, the wizard behind the playtest, has been hosting just an absolute jam down there, and so we've got a number of gamer tags. In fact, those gamer tags can actually be found in the blog that we put out just this morning. So if you check out HaloWaypoint.com, right there on the front page, you'll see a list of gamer tags to look for and search for if you want to be playing right alongside us. All those gamer tags are actually 343 employees.
Did you get a piece of that cake?
I think
I missed out on that.
Get a piece of this cake. The red velvet. There you go. Uni with clutch flavor recommendation.
Well, there's a heck of a party going on right outside these doors.
That is fantastic.
Can we get some cake during the break?
Yeah, can we do that? If we have like an extended package of anything, can we have an extended piece of cake?
So let's also just kind of keep in mind that, they're going to listen to us talk a lot, but we also want to hear from fans, right?
Poor people,
that's how you guys do this here, right? I mean,
I think so.
Through Twitter, preferably.
Twitter's a good one. Twitter's a good one. I think it's going to be a thing.
I know a lot of people are probably right now in Twitch chat just saying how great we're doing and wishing us well. And
you guys are handsome.
I wish I could read it.
You speak eloquently. I love everything that you do.
We do want to hear from you on Twitter, though. So, use the hashtag 15 years of Halo.
Yep.
You got a question for us? We'll answer it on the show. Share a memory. Uni's our social correspondent. He's going to be looking for those. And at the end of the show, we'd like to kind of respond back to you. So please speak up on Twitter. We'd like to get back to you.
Absolutely. And, of course, it wouldn't be a birthday party without some goodie bags and some presents. And we've got special anniversary-themed rec pack, and took about 3 days, but we came up with a good name for it, and it is called the Halo 15th Anniversary Rec Pack. And anybody logging in to Halo 5 Guardians now through, I believe, the 22nd of November. Yeah, which is actually my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Grim Brother 2, on the 22nd. But yeah, if you log in between now and then, you will go to your open pack area and you will find this wonderful piece of lovely rectitude. And it includes some fan favorite armor. If you haven't got it yet, like myself, the Mark IV helmet and armor made famous by legendary Spartan 2s, especially the ones that you see in Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2. It also includes the CE Magnum, Spanker rocket launchers, and I believe the Halo 2 beam rifle,
That's
if I'm
correct.
not mistaken.
Yep. And I don't have any of that stuff yet, so it's all new to me.
Oh.
It's good stuff.
Wow.
But speaking of goodie bags, I have 2 kids. I've hosted and gone to
It's like, are we giving your kids away?
dozens of birthday parties.
Weird.
So, I mean, it's true. Like, you cannot have a cool birthday party.
It's true.
Unless everyone that comes gets something. So in that spirit, Jeff, I have a goodie bag for you.
What?
I do. I told you I save a lot of junk in my house. So
oh, yes!
Just a little token to sort of co-celebrate with you and butter you up as my new co-host here on the show.
Consider me margarine.
I went deep in the archives here. This is all very
limited,
very rare
this is
stuff.
good stuff. It's good stuff. This will bring out my eyes, too.
So you got some throwback merch in there for you.
Some throwdown. Oh, yes. Here we go.
That's
Goose Checker.
True classic. I
Here we
think
go.
that's,
Some Griff Ball.
Penny Arcade, maybe circa 2008.
We're just going to go ahead and end the live stream early so I can play with this. This looks like an adult coloring book.
That is a variant cover from
my goodness.
Brian Michael Bendis.
This is incredible. I don't deserve this stuff.
I've got a lot
I guess I
of
should
stuff.
probably go through here even faster.
That's actually
this is awesome.
A prototype ODS t-shirt. Not
Yes.
even the real one that we eventually made and sold. So
this is great.
That's why it looks a little unofficial.
And
a
man.
little dusty.
Yes.
But it's mint in box.
It is. That's all right. It's all dust and echoes. It's all that's left. Man,
so happy Halo birthday, Jeff.
I appreciate that. Thank you. That's I feel super bad. I feel super awkward that I haven't necessarily brought anything for you, but you
Jeff,
have a lot. You come with a lot more
your
history.
companionship is gift enough. I'm just happy to be here with you on this live stream today. But I think we needed to move on.
Let's do it.
I think our fans are interested to hear from somebody else.
I don't know if it's dust in my eye or emotion.
A few days ago, Jeff and I were joined here at the studio by longtime Halo guy, Joseph Staten, who many of you probably know by now, but Joe goes way back to the earliest days of Halo.
Yep.
Joe was a cinematics director and writer for Bungie. He had his hand in all the Halo titles that Bungie produced. So Joe came over here. We hooked up with Frank O'Connor.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Frankie. He's 343 franchise development director here.
Janitor.
And we also, it was my first time really getting to know Corinne Robinson, who is the senior Halo franchise manager here at the studio. And together, the four of us took a literal stroll down memory lane.
5.
And took a little, sorry, you're right. I already forgot you, Jeff.
It's all good. It's all good.
You're dead to me.
No.
But
the gifts are enough.
Literal memory lane stroll as we took a walk through the Halo Museum. Let's check it out.
Hello, Halo Nation. I'm Frank O'Connor, franchise creative director on the Halo franchise. This is Brian Gerard rejoining us. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Frank.
Joe Staten, legendary storyteller. Corinne Robinson. She's a franchise manager, and this is Jeff Easterling. So we are here today at 343 Industries' brand new headquarters, and we have a big, somewhat vanilla office building, but it's not completely vanilla because here on the ground floor we have the Halo Museum. But we're going to take you through it and talk about some of the amazing treasures that we have troved at the Halo Museum at 343 Industries headquarters. Let's go, let's do it.
All right.
Let's tour.
I'm in.
So the museum is actually Corinne's baby and pride and joy.
We figured we'd start with Combat Evolved. We have the original Xbox. We have our Combat Evolved strategy guide, and then we also go into Halo Anniversary with the space.
Happy anniversary.
Now I noticed that you guys did not memorialize, enshrine the Duke controller.
Well, yeah, you were probably one of the first people, among the few first to ever play Halo, which started as a PC game.
That's right.
On the
a
Duke.
controller, yeah.
That's right.
How to make it all work.
Probably
and-
on like a Sidewinder or something back in the day, right? No, seriously, we probably
It was
like
a
a
Duke.
bunch of imaginary Xbox controllers.
It was a Duke, and I remember the buttons were like, you press them and they sort of grind against the side because the dev kits have the prototype ones. And
We'd all just
really
gotten
had to,
done
like,
playing GoldenEye using C buttons to look around too.
That's right.
Luxury lad.
Yes.
Yeah, those were the days.
Those were the days.
Moving on. Our Halo 2 collection, and this actually, we were joking about this being from someone's collection, but this is from the private collection of Kevin Hurd, one of our collectors and fans that is local.
Well done, Kevin.
Yeah, we
He
didn't
has
have
two of everything.
anything from Halo
Yes,
2 in
he's like
packaging.
Noah.
And he kind of filled out this entire case for us, so thank you, Kevin.
It looks like my offsite storage, to be honest.
I rember when I brought that statue home and I said to my wife.
With your last wife.
Yeah, to my wife. I said, sweetheart, look at this amazing statue. It's gonna look so good in our living room. We can put it right by the fireplace. Isn't that gonna be great? And no words, just a look. She let me know that it was destined for her.
She put it in the fireplace?
Well, now it's actually in my son's bedroom, and he paints all kinds of
there you
cool
go.
things on it. So
Nice.
it's gotten a second life.
Awesome.
Second life.
Yeah, geez, I remember at the studio, I mean, looking back, obviously, compared to where we are now, action figures are a little rudimentary, but you remember how exciting it was, and we finally had real action figures?
That's
like,
right.
This is like, it's really happening. It's a pop culture
We're
phenomenon.
somebody
Yeah.
now. We had that again 2 weeks ago. We got our first Hot Wheels
Yeah.
Warthog.
Wow.
And I had the exact same feelings.
Oh, and the Slurpees. That was
Slurpee
also
cups.
like
Slurpee's super important.
big promotion.
Yep.
Big marketing right there.
We'll get to Game Fuel soon.
This is the fruit costume from the ODST commercial.
Yeah, we are ODST, and
This, I think, was actually a Weta-made costume, right?
Yeah.
Because this came out of
This
the
was
Neil
from
Blomkamp
from
things.
Landfall kind
That's
of
right.
era, yeah.
Yeah, and so there was a lot of back and forth at that time with those guys simply because we were trying to get the movie off the ground. And
Is that when Peter came to the studio way back in the day? That photo we have?
Mr. Jackson.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You mean Sir Peter Jackson?
Sorry, me and PJ, we're still pretty tight.
That's when he came, and that was awesome. I mean, talk about Hot Wheels and crazy things that let you know that Halo's a big deal. Having Peter Jackson drop by is no joke. So that was a really fun time. Absolutely, that was great.
I love the transition as we get to like Halo 3 and Corinne, like you alluded to it. Like it shows not just Halo, but video games in general really hitting the map crazy in earnest. Because you've got like Halo 1 and Halo 2, and now it's like marketing extravaganza, largest entertainment release in history of humanity. Like just everything from, you know, boxers and shoes and soda cans and drinks and action figures and limited
But there's
print.
also a super direct tie to the fidelity of the graphics in games as
Yeah.
well, not just Halo. But this is where we went from OG Xbox Pentium sort of class to really pretty sophisticated graphics at the time on console.
Hey, remember the time that you and I tried to fit our heads in this helmet? And we carefully tried to unscrew it. We didn't actually do this.
I
time,
fit
just
just
make
fine.
this up. But remember that time that we tried to stuff our heads in those things,
Yeah.
and how disappointed we were that actually they wouldn't accommodate any humans.
Was there any argument back and forth about that?
Yeah,
That were like,
because Joe was
this
like, "You
should
can't do that to
be
a cat
wearable.
because they're people."
Frank was like, "That's
It's
fine."
like,
That's a
cats
different
are
argument
people.
these days.
I still think that's one of the coolest collector's edition ever, and certainly at the time, I don't think anything had ever come like that before that product was released.
Thanks so much for joining us. It's been a blast showing you around most of the museum. There's a few things we didn't get a chance to share with you, but it was fun to share our 15th anniversary with you guys. I hope you're enjoying the rest of the show. And honestly, we're out!
So I'm sure like many people, I have multiple favorite moments in Halo. I would say the one that maybe is nearest and dearest to my heart is, not surprisingly, the end of Halo 4. It did what we wanted it to do. Like, I love the line where Chief says, you know, I was supposed to take care of you, and she says we were supposed to take care of each other. And that was sort of the whole journey for us, right? Because, you know, I think the series started with Cortana taking care of John, and really their journey together was magical in that moment, and I still get teary. But really that was the culmination of really their relationship together. So for me, that's a super special moment.
And we're back. That's a good cake.
Speaking of sweet new things coming to the Halo universe, Halo Wars 2 is a thing. It's awesome. You got a chance actually to play Blitz mode pretty recently.
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
Yeah?
I think the joke was that I'm kind of so new that no one maybe knows that I'm not supposed to have builds yet. So I just went up and asked some people. Next thing I know, I got a new video card in my PC, and I got a sweet build of Halo Wars 2. So
nice.
I played some Blitz mode.
That's good stuff. I mean, I'm in it for blur cutscenes, so that's worth the price of admission as far as I'm concerned. But speaking of Halo Wars 2 and Blitz mode, I actually got together earlier with Dan Ayub and Max Schlager from the Halo Wars 2 team, and we talked a little bit about the new mode. And you've seen some of this stuff in blogs, but this one is a little bit more conversational. Let's see what they had to say. So I'm here actually in our 343 Play Lab with Dan Ayub and Max Schlager from the Halo Wars 2 team. To start off, what overall is Blitz mode? High level.
Sure, yeah, no, I mean, at a high level, what Blitz is effectively is a very simple, very fast way to play RTS. We finally got to the notion of what if we could build a mode without base building, without, you know, tech trees, without resource management and things like that, and just make it very, very simple, very, very snappy. Yeah. And the goal was to have something you could play in like 5 to 7 minutes, like a really, really quick game. And that's how Blitz was born, right? We fell into this notion of a card metaphor because everybody gets cards. Yeah. And it just kind of went from there.
So now when you say cards, obviously one of the things that people immediately jump to, especially from recent Halo experiences, they'll think like, oh, this sounds maybe kind of similar to rec cards. So we're all familiar, and the fans back home are familiar with rec cards. Kind of what are some of the main differences between your Blitz cards in Halo Wars 2 versus your rec cards in Halo 5?
Yeah, absolutely. So our cards effectively, they construct the bones of what is your deck for playing with a specific leader, and the units that you deploy, the powers you use, they're durable. So once you get them, they become something that you can then use and
nice.
Put into your deck. And the loop is great in terms of how you come in and you think about, what is the leader I want? What's the strategy I'm going for? How do I mix and match that with my teammates? And it's just, it's a fairly different system in the way that you build up this army over time.
Yeah, I think the other thing that I really personally enjoy about it, the two things is you can get decks anywhere in the game, not just in Blitz, so you get them to playing campaign and things like that. And the other thing I think that's really fun is that we wanted duplicates to be actually interesting. So actually, duplicates will level your card up. So
nice.
if you get like a bunch of Warthogs, your Warthog's going to get more powerful, and you'll see it level up and get faster and do more damage and things like that. So that notion of duplicates gets really interesting. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's just about what do I want to bring to the fight, right? What's my deck going to be? And where we see things get really fun, if like Max and I are playing together, you start to get that group strategy of like, okay, I'm going to put in these kinds of cards. You have those cards. How do they work together?
Yeah, I would imagine that. Yeah, you kind of build that deck much like actually in Halo 5, where you think like, oh, if I'm going into play Warzone or Warzone Assault or Warzone Firefight, I kind of imagine in my head, well, these are the recs I really kind of lean on maybe in these different modes. So that probably is analogous to how you would use the leaders, I would imagine, in those scenarios.
Yeah, different leaders are good at different things, right? So you kind of choose a leader based on what you want to do when you build a deck around your personal style, right? So you can build a very, overwhelmingly powerful deck with a lot of big, heavy units, but those units are going to be more costly, so it's going to take you more time to get them out, or you can go to the other extreme and just do a bunch of really fast units. So it's really up to the player how they want to go.
Now, you said something about cost. If you can speak a little bit to, like, what do you mean by, like, calling in it? Because, again, with rec cards, some of that is gated by more powerful units having a larger cost to come in. What is that kind of gating functionality in Blitz mode?
Yeah, so in Blitz mode, you have effectively a small starting army that you get, and then you have the cards that you can deploy. Cards cost energy to deploy, and you have a very kind of basic energy system that manages when you can deploy those cards. A lot of the game mode is about map control. It's about the capture points as well as the resource captures.
So how many players can play Blitz?
Up to 3v3.
Awesome, awesome. And
you
is
can
it...
do skirmish modes as well. Where you can play with
Okay, so yeah, so it's not just a
AI.
PvP. You also have the PvE, which is essentially like a firefight mode.
That's right.
Awesome. Now we talked a little bit about like season pass and future content. Will there be more Blitz units coming with that?
Yeah, we're really excited about the season's pass. So there's a lot of things in the season pass. One of them is going to be a campaign expansion. So you're going to get a little bit more of the campaign. We're also going to have new leaders, new units, new Blitz cards.
Awesome.
So basically, every month, all of the modes of the game will get fed, if you will. So multiplayer is going to get new stuff. Blitz is going to get new stuff. Campaign will get new stuff. Although not every month.
That's awesome. So before we close, like favorite part, any crazy moments that have happened in play testing?
Lots of crazy moments happen. I think really what's fantastic about Blitz mode though is that every single time we play test, there's new strategies that emerge, new things that we learn.
Yeah.
And that's really where a lot of that depth come in, because we can get in a lot of those matches. They're really quick, but there's just so many cool things that happen. Just when you're playing 1v1, 2v2, firefight, and it's just really exciting. We're looking forward to seeing what players do with all the really cool cards and strategies that are available in Blitz.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. And speaking of play testing, these guys are going to get their chance to get their hands on it
very soon-ish,
right?
Yeah, early into the new year, we're going to be doing a Blitz beta on console and PC.
Awesome.
So everybody's going to get a chance to play it, and we can't wait. So we're actually showing Blitz on the floor now at events.
Yeah.
So people can play like Blitz Firefight and see what that's like. But we're really excited for the one in the new year because we learned so much from the first one, right? I mean, as you know, we made a ton of tweaks and changes to the game as a result of it. So we're really excited.
I think young Burke is just going to come in and dominate everyone
Kind
again.
of what's probably happening. Yeah, he's probably already at a show somewhere practicing.
Awesome.
We're watching you.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thanks a lot.
Really looking forward to it.
Hi everybody, it's Marty. I cannot believe that it's been 15 years since we launched Halo. And one of my fondest memories was actually on the midnight launch party that we had at Redmond Town Center to see the Xbox launch and Halo. And one of the amazing things was there were probably about 40 of us there, almost the entire team that worked on Halo. And we watched as the first person went in to buy an Xbox, and they came out with 2 copies of Halo. And we looked around at each other and we knew that we probably had a pretty good hit on our hands. So thanks for 15 years. Thanks for being the best fans ever. Thanks a lot.
No matter how long I live, there will be no shortage of nerd chills when hearing anything, any kind of music related to Halo. And I'll tell you what, man, leading off with Marty's just ridiculously iconic music, not just for Halo itself, but I think even just for video games going forward. Super awesome to have him part of the festivities today. But man, going from strength to strength, Halo just is embarrassment of riches, I feel like, when it comes to music, because we have incredible music, up through Halo Reach, and then Kaz and Neil Davidge, and the team, our audio team here, has done some absolutely incredible work. 117 might be my favorite Halo song ever, just absolutely incredible. And I mean, you were lucky enough to actually get to work directly with Marty in some of those early music days.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty hard for me that my cello solo I did for one of the Halo 3 B-sides, but
yeah.
Seriously,
I heard the remix and it wasn't bad.
Worked with Marty for probably close to 10 years. Guy's obviously a genius.
Yeah.
He's eclectic. He's funny. He always was the butt of all the jokes around the studio. But when it was time for him to kind of go into game mode, he would do his thing and come back and instantly elevate.
Yeah, just about no one does it better.
Any component of gameplay and kind of bring it to a whole new realm. So we talked earlier about how Halo continue to push the genre and sort of the whole industry forward in terms of technology and experience. Certainly, like you said, music became something that was pivotal to the franchise, and I think a lot more games started to realize that they also want to deliver that kind of emotional connection to players that kind of only music can provide. Speaking of Marty, I had a lot of stuff in my house. I'm sure you have this already, Jeff.
I do.
I do have an unopened copy
I have it
of
in
the
my
Halo
car,
3 soundtrack.
actually, literally right now.
If you'd like to give this away to one of your followers, perhaps,
yes,
or re-gift it,
I could.
I'm going to pass this on to you.
Okay. What if Uni doesn't have it though? I don't want him. I don't want him.
You know, another fun fact: Marty loved M&Ms.
Oh,
he always.
I actually always thought that was what the M
always
was
had an
stood
M&M
for
jar
on
in his
them.
office. Always. and I love M&Ms. It's kind of my candy of choice for sure.
Like you do.
The thing about Marty's M&Ms though is they were always in a giant jar. Anyone that kind of came in or out
Were
of
the
his,
green ones?
It was everything.
Oh.
He wasn't that kind. He didn't have that kind of rider in his contract. But the worst part was it was just a big communal jar. So I mean, imagine a couple hundred game devs just sticking their hand in there. So that kind of sours you a little bit. But these M&Ms can't really show it off on TV very well.
Yeah,
but
it's difficult. You'll have to believe us though.
Talk about celebrating. Only Halo 15-year anniversary warrants these limited edition custom Halo M&Ms with the Halo logo on one side, 15 years on the other. So
it's super cool. I like the ones. Some of them have like the Halo logo, and some have like Master Chief face on it.
I think we'll have to save a few of these for the museum case for sure going forward. This is an instant part of Halo history.
They have his face?
Yeah, they have the Master Chief's face, not Marty's.
Not Marty's face.
Yeah.
Well,
it could be arranged.
Speaking of sweet stuff, let's segue over into some sweet Forge goodness.
And nothing. When I think of sweet and I think of Forge, I think of Unyshek. Unyshek is one of the sweetest human beings I know, and he has found his way off of the social front lines and onto the chair. Uni, how you doing, buddy?
Good. You guys?
I got some M&Ms and a Halo 3 soundtrack.
Cake, M&Ms, gifts,
all good.
Good stuff. You know what? Uni doesn't have any gifts.
Oh, no.
Oh, there you go.
I knew this was going to be awkward.
Does everything come in medium?
Uni heard me talking about the soundtrack earlier. I found multiple unopened soundtracks. So for you, my friend, to celebrate Halo's birthday.
That is so cool.
And for your petite frame, I have some smaller sized, super retro throwback. These may still be sleeping shirts for you, but I'd like you to have these. I think when you were in grade school and these came out, now you can really OG represent. So
Dude, actually grade school though.
Happy Halo birthday.
Dude, thank you. That is awesome.
So why are we really here then with Uni? What are we going to talk about? We're talking about the classic throwback playlist, right?
Yeah, in the anniversary throwback playlist, which features a bunch of awesome Forge remakes, 6 to be exact, all done by the community with the
Dude, man,
awesome
we've been seeing it.
Forge
Like and I have the luxury of sitting right beside you. We got that squad. But like, and every time I look over, especially the past few weeks, you've just been doing some crazy witchcraft and back and forth with these community forgers. Can you talk a little bit, just briefly, about the process of bringing maps like that into matchmaking? Because it isn't just the same as like, hey, I've thrown together something, let's get together in customs. There's some other kind of quality bars and tech issues that you have to meet.
Yeah, absolutely. Like one of the things that I really do stress with people and forgers that want to get their maps into matchmaking is checking the list that we have on the community creations forum
that's right,
on Waypoint. It's got a bunch of to-do lists, and some of those are like intro cameras and outro cameras showing where the power weapons are, and just like getting a very solid map together before you even submit it, and that's what we look for, what I look for.
It's kind of cool. It gives people, I mean, if you're interested in game development even, like using Forge in all honesty, especially going through processes like this, working with a developer, is actually a really cool way to kind of almost get a, some ground level experience and a foot in the door in as far as like what it actually takes to get something and bring something like this to fruition. Now, any particular reason why we chose the maps that we did? Because you were in charge of that, if I'm not mistaken, as far as the map selection.
Yeah, we tried to go with fan favorite, recognizable CE maps, and not go with maps like Chiron, what is it, 34?
We can't say it, so we weren't going to put it in the playlist.
No love for Chiron.
Yeah.
Man, that's a interesting map.
I feel like maps should have less than 46 teleporters if they're going to be in matchmaking.
Exactly.
Personal favorite, though, is that there are functioning ladders.
Yes.
In some of these maps.
On all the maps that have ladders, we made sure they were ladders.
Yeah.
As opposed to grav lifts, kind of weirdness, we wanted to make sure you kept that CE spirit alive.
That's awesome.
I think we have some footage. Maybe we take a look at a few of these maps real quick, and maybe you could just kind of, if you want to talk us through what we're looking at, maybe give us
B-roll.
Who made them?
Yeah. So we've got Battle Creek. This one's done by an
this
entire
is
group
gorgeous.
of forgers. It's called Creative Force.
Yeah.
They just blew me away with this remake. The
Good Halo 2 reference.
Yeah, the teleporters even have sound effects when you go through it. It's like such a nice touch.
Rad.
Really good touch. They've got the ladders up to the snipers, as you see right there. And unlike Halo 2's Beaver Creek, it does have the 2 snipers in each of the sniper tower little cubby holes. So you've got some of that full-on CE action right now. Then Chill Out. This one was actually initially started by Chef Linguini. Fantastic gamer tag.
Yes.
And then it was overhauled by Dark Prince 909, who's like just known for his Covenant theme work in Forge. And as you can see, it just looks absolutely stunning.
It does. Now, I'm almost getting sick of just like looking at them, but I think we should play.
Yeah. Right on screen, we've got Damnation. We played on that one earlier.
Oh, we did. We
all had a squad.
Too. Yeah. We rolled, and I did not come in last.
I may have.
He did.
But yeah, you want to play a game?
I think so. Actually, but it's not just going to be us. First of all, we need a 4th. So is there anybody behind the scenes with experience that we can call upon? No? No? Wait a second. This guy.
Look at this guy.
I think this guy is fine.
What do you say?
Oh.
Sorry, I had to make you move your presence.
It's all good. It's good to have you back.
Yeah, it's your presence.
It's a little awkward. I don't think I wasn't expecting Barvo to step in today, so I got a present for you back at my desk,
Do you?
Andy. Not here. I'm sorry.
Is that real, or is this going to be like a pity gift that you figure out when we get back there?
I mean, of course it's real.
Okay.
I didn't want to give it to you now because it'll make Uni and Jeff feel bad because they got T-shirts.
Oh.
Come on, don't make an awkward situation.
No, I'm already upset.
It looks like we just got a little bit booted out of our party here.
We are waiting on Green Skull.
Okay.
And
of course.
Right now.
Well, while we're waiting on Green Skull, if you guys just don't mind, I gotta kind of get serious here.
Oh man, you're gonna go full Barvo.
I can't believe
you never go full Barvo.
I'm going.
Oh man.
Full over the top style.
Oh, dude.
I like it.
This is what
rocking the guns.
I figure I've seen a lot. I've just studied film of Bravo playing.
I've actually seen pictures. I've seen old pictures of me. I don't know why on your desktop. Like most
this
days.
is why I've been studying
Since you've started.
Actually, those were totally different pictures.
I'm for a different.
I'm hired to be you. I need to be you. I need to literally be you. So
I have to say, no, you're doing well. You're doing
okay.
well.
Well, thank you. I mean,
actually, while we're waiting for our other player to get in here, I see someone in the back. James, give a big whoop. Whoop. Yeah, there you go.
Right.
That voice that you hear, that's James Bakich, who we referenced earlier, Lord of the Playtest Arena. And James actually, I don't think, has actually touched the floor for the past maybe few days because he's super cloud nining with all of the crazy additions and lights and bedazzles that we have added to his Play Lab in preparation for our 15th anniversary celebration. He and his team do incredible work at getting us to leave our desks and play some Halo. So it's always good to see him back there behind the camera. He's very handsome. He's actually too handsome. We won't bring him on otherwise.
You make all of us look pretty bad.
We look so bad. Uni, if you will do me a favor, will you?
Well, I mean, we're live here, Jeff. So I mean, you know, we just got to roll with what the world gives us. It looks like we're
we got Green Skull.
We got Green Skull. I was just gonna say, Uni, if you do me a favor, will you kind of talk about who we have?
Yeah, we have Green Skull.
Yeah.
Ready Up Live.
Who's
Everyone knows him. Oh, how do you not know Dan? You know Dan.
Oh, that's right. I know Dan.
I think you've heard of him at least.
Dan wears a mean bathrobe.
What?
Anyway, we've got Toa Freak from the Halo Canon YouTube channel, very near and dear to my heart. So, love you, Toa. Glad you could join us. Who else we got?
We also have Spartacat from Ultimate Halo.
Oh,
he's
good stuff.
joining us.
Those guys are awesome.
All right, looks like we got our full group.
Got Ice Spiteful in here too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ice Spiteful.
Are we starting off
All
with
right.
Creek CTF?
Awesome. All
We're
right.
just getting our situations here. So, what are we going to play here today, Uni?
We are still waiting on Toa Freak, actually. But
Oh,
we're
we had
going to
some
be
random
playing some
joiners.
Battle Creek
Cool.
CTF. Yeah, it's going to be...
Toa Freak's a 109.
This is what we call just stretch it out.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
This is live, just in case you think this is just...
Production's telling us, let's go.
All fake.
And I mean, we could go 4-on-3.
We had Toa in here earlier when we started, when I hopped on, and then he just decided he wanted to go.
What if Toa and Dan are the same person?
He doesn't want to play anymore.
Classic. Well, you know, I say we just pick up somebody
I've
else.
never seen him in a room
I say get
together.
Lagoon.
I say we just pick up
have.
somebody else at this point because we got a
I wanted to say, by the way,
eager audience.
I was listening upstairs to the show. I noticed you guys talked about the Halo Club that you can join, and
Yeah.
I had I had 50 Cent ready on the play button, played it around for the viewing party upstairs.
I wish we had
This
the
is
licensing
Bravo's-
sorted
this
out.
is actually what he's been doing since Brian got here, is
Yeah.
playing 50 Cent.
Well, yeah, I mean, with the announcement of with clubs for Xbox, we find our marketing people using the word club maybe no short of 60 times a day. So it gives me, I have to have a tab open with 50 Cent.
Okay.
All right. So we actually got I Crush All.
Wow.
He is a forger.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Came over.
And I Crush All, he did power installation in the Infection playlist, actually.
Okay, cool.
All right, so we got a ringer.
Look at these.
Ready to do it?
Look at these ranks. Wow.
And now I Crush All decided to leave from the party chat.
You know what? Let's just go uneven.
I knew it was
Let's
gonna be
go
bad.
uneven. It wouldn't be a classic Halo experience if you weren't outnumbered. So
We just got people trolling us.
I say
now,
let's roll with it.
Is what's
Let's go.
happening here.
Yeah,
All right.
we've got
Start
it. We're going.
Yeah, let's do it.
Boom.
Some Battle Creek CTF.
CTF on Battle Creek.
So this is going to be just like it is in the playlist. It's going to be CE pistol starts with your AR as your secondary, just like Halo 1. And we're all getting loaded in, I believe.
Cool.
Should be getting you guys in. Yep. I believe so.
Doesn't
I don't
appear
know.
to be.
I don't know. We'll see if I get in,
I
John.
think it'll get us in.
Okay.
I have faith.
All right.
Okay, okay.
That's good.
I hope.
good.
Battle Creek.
I'm just here to play some games.
I'm a fan of Beaver Creek. It looks like.
You pulling
yeah,
us in, John?
I hope so.
I'm not sure
don't
what's
know.
going on here.
I don't think you brought us with you, John.
No.
Well, I loaded it.
Can we?
But yeah, so I'll make sure we get you guys in right after.
Let's hear from Bonnie. How about some? Let's hear Bonnie share her favorite Halo memory. Or
I think we've done. Actually, you know what, Bravo? Since you're here, talk to us a little bit about like some of your favorite memories.
Oh man, geez, I mean, you know, every time, especially with the being in the time of year that we are, there's a lot of anniversary releases, right? September through November.
Yeah.
So the past few months have kind of been filled with kind of trips down memory lane and all the different times with each game. And for me, the coolest thing about Halo, I think, first of all, is the people. It's the relationships. I think I speak for many people when I say it's it's who you grew up playing Halo with. That really made the game what it was, right? Whether that was a large group of people or just a brother or a sister.
Yeah.
That I think that is such a huge part of what Halo means to everyone. But even on top of that, I think one of the coolest things is during Halo CE, right? Those times of me hearing rumors of Halo tournaments, and I wanted to get in on it. It just so happened that a lot of my friends lived in these developments that were just packed together houses in New Jersey. So, you walk down the street and you have an 8-player LAN like ready to go, right? We were really lucky in that regard.
Like the equivalent of like pick up football in the street.
And you just
basically.
walk down and
Yeah.
like someone is lugging an Xbox over by the time you need it and you were playing. And of course for Halo 2 started getting into competitions, and Halo 3, really into Halo 2 into Halo 3 started coaching teams and everything. So throughout the entire lifespan of the franchise, and of course now working on the game, but looking back, it's I've either played Halo or worked on it for more than half my life, which is pretty pretty cool. And Uni, I know that's certainly true for you as well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Probably
it's,
3/4 of his life.
I think one quick story we'll share is one time I was in Chicago at a voice acting panel for the military, and Steve Downs was there, Tim Dodavo, Guilty Spark, Pete Stacker, voice of Captain Keyes, and one moment I will never forget is I'm standing in the kitchen with all these lovely people who are preparing this kind of evening for our service members, and Pete Stacker is standing at the kitchen counter, and Steve Down walks in a little bit late, of course, leather jacket on, right?
Oh, like you do.
And Pete Stacker, just in true Captain
Typical
Keyes
Stacker.
voice, I don't even think intentionally, because the guy just has an epic Budweiser voice, and he's just like, "Chief, good to see you," in the Captain Keyes voice, and then Steve Downs responds however he did, but I was having a seizure in the back just because, how many times do you play through the Halo Combat Evolved campaign? It's one of my absolute favorite campaigns. And you hear those two voices at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And to hear those two guys kind of talk to each other.
I remember catching a cab with Tim Dodavo and Stacker one time, and that was just the most ridiculous cab ride ever.
Yeah, a bit, especially, and I mean, you got to hang out with a lot of the new voice talent as well as some of the older guys. I mean, Jen as well, whenever she comes by. and even like the voices that have shaped Halo, right? I mean, the Joe Statons, I talk about it all the time, but the voices that you heard from the Vidocs, you know, there's something that's so iconic about the kind of the voices that you heard growing up with this game.
Yeah,
it's pretty fantastic.
What's the jersey you got, by the way?
This is actually, I'm quite happy with this one. Strongside's supposed to get his too. I couldn't believe that he came here without his. Neighbor's wearing his straight ripping jersey today. But this is a Final Boss 08. I think I talked to Strongside. There's only a few with the Agent Zero. This is Gilbert Arenas before things went bad, back when Gilbert sponsored Final Boss. But yeah, this is I think a Final Boss jersey that I was wearing at Toronto 2008. Fun fact, it isn't. Yeah, one of the few that actually has the Agent Zero logo. I don't wear it often, and honestly, putting on this morning, I think it's the first time I've worn it since that tournament. Because I typically don't, I don't really wear these jerseys, but
never been washed.
As a result, I'm sure it has not been washed since that tournament, without a doubt. Luckily, they gave us a few for every weekend tournament. But yeah, I don't put them on too often. But the 15-year anniversary felt like it was an appropriate time to don it. But I think we're jumping in right now.
Hey,
I think we are.
It's working.
So we got all the people we originally planned for.
Really?
Well, that's nice.
And
Nice.
we are loading
I
in.
think it's 5 versus 3.
It could be. It's a target-rich environment for blue team.
But at this point,
blue team always
just gonna roll with it.
Yeah,
we're doing it.
Blue team always.
I'm a
does well
liability
under
anyway,
pressure.
so I'm like maybe a -1. So we could just argue that's gonna balance things out a little bit.
All right, let's see how we do.
So there we go.
Like I said, for every one you want to have intro cameras.
These are nice intro cameras.
That's
Look at
very
this.
nice.
It's beautiful.
Nice intro cameras.
I'm a huge Krieg fan.
That's
Uni,
a
you
nice
just changed
bold
teams.
there.
Uni, you're
Here we
leaving
go.
us?
All right, let's do it.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna go join the community side.
Oh, dude.
Wait, what?
That's not what we
Oh,
planned
that is.
No!
Uni's
Uni got the overshield because he had a lot of help.
Uni is a machine. I've seen him play. He plays.
This is gonna be bad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to change my settings. I totally forgot.
Oh,
But,
well.
yeah, I'm ready to destroy you guys.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Okay.
Something tells me maybe this wasn't an accident that we had.
Yeah, I think that this was actually a real long con
conspired
to
against
try to
this.
get Uni against us.
What's good is we can do plenty of screen watching now. See ya!
Okay.
Oh no!
Gotta
Someone
love
get him
that.
off the
Dude, I Spiteful just like laid into us.
Oh.
Now, Uni, what I'm going to try to do is distract you by asking you interview-style questions.
You got it. We're on. This is
Can
a
you talk about,
broadcast.
like, are there any kind of pronounced differences between these essentially reworked versions of the map versus the originals?
I just killed Uni. Sorry, I just killed Uni. Carry on.
Uni, I have a question for you after you answer that one.
Yeah, they are scaled for Halo 5 mobility, as you can see in the gameplay. We have kept all the Spartan abilities on. That way, people can still fly around, do what they want.
And I don't care what anybody says. I actually love the kind of blend of the old and new. The maps take on a really cool feeling when you kind of combine them with the modern movement.
I have a question, Uni. How surprised were you when I had a plasma pistol on top of your base when you were running the flag back?
I was
were you pretty
decently surprised, yeah.
Oh boy.
He's weak in the
Oh
middle.
boy, yep, that was me with the flag.
Oh wait, I think that wasn't. Yeah,
Oh,
you
someone-
gotta be careful.
watch out, Overshield's camping on the flag.
Sketch is playing with your lower third on, so that's dangerous.
Oh, that is a bad impression.
Hey, you don't want to show
All
my
right, Kenny, okay.
Reputation-wise.
You don't want to show my POV here, guys. Trust me. I think we should.
Yeah, just go ahead and stick on Uni's
just,
unless
betrayed
I'm in his
Spiteful.
reticle.
I don't know.
I thought I saw that, but I was like, what is going on here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He's
the
down.
worst rocket
Oh!
ever fired.
No, give me the.
Yeah, it's hard to play and interview and do all this at the same time, right? You're
Not when you're wearing your gunners.
No,
and
I have an
HCS.
edge.
Actually, how is that
I
going
have
for
an
you?
edge.
Sketch, how
how's
is
the
it?
gunners working out?
My visibility is crystal right now. I think I could see about a second before what
Everything
really happens on screen. You know, like that moment in the Matrix where Neo kind of sort of has that awakening where you can suddenly see the code. That's what these gunners do for me right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't seen a pair of gunners in a very long time.
Well,
It's
I
times
save
like
everything.
this where I'm so excited I can't see Twitch chat. Because
All right, let's see here.
Hey,
it
our
can be
flag's
a little
away.
judgy already.
Our flag's away.
Sometimes.
We are sneaking.
Hey, where's the callouts, team? Bravo, I
Oh,
thought
the
you were.
callouts are like, I'm dead.
Bravo, I thought you coached
I'm
a pro
dead.
team.
Nope, never.
They're going mid. There goes the flag.
Take out. Sketch. Let's go.
All right, they're running another flag
Moving
again.
a second flag.
Come on.
Are we playing at least another game after this?
Considering it took us 15 minutes to get one started, I'm going to guess no.
Okay.
Although a second game would be fun.
We'll do that after.
Oh.
Maybe a second game.
Hey, toss it up, toss it up. Who has that flag?
Not me.
No. Who is it? Then who the heck has it? Is that you?
No, that's got to be your teammate Toa.
No.
I haven't done anything.
All right, I take it back. I don't like the modern movement because I just keep getting killed by it.
I've done nothing of
All right,
consequence.
let's do it, Toa.
Yeah, we can't even
I got this.
communicate with our fourth.
All right, hold up.
I can't communicate with my
Toa, we got this. You can't hear me at all.
Well, your screen looking at our screens right now.
Get out of here.
Maybe a little bit.
Spiteful is going to get banned after this.
Got brained by the uni.
I'm gonna try. Okay, well, maybe we'll see. We'll see how. I'm getting word from the booth.
Is that it?
Yep. We might play a second game.
Okay. I feel better about that. This game's flags in the middle.
Well,
Flags in the
yeah,
middle.
at this rate, they're gonna.
Jeez, man.
No!
Got that return.
I died.
You got it, Jeff.
Okay.
Did you live?
Nope. They got the flag again. They're going inside. They're going in mid.
Oh,
Oh, look at
I
that
don't
grenade
think
toss.
we're
That
gonna
was
get there.
terrible.
Come on, come on.
That was terrible.
I'm watching him in.
Oh,
We got it.
jeez. We're going to go for emergency scenario here.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
Good
Not
game.
happened.
Good game.
It's a good
Yeah.
game.
All right, well,
Sure,
we'll do us four.
sure.
We'll do us four.
All right, one
Versus
more
community.
for real.
So you
for
had
real.
everything perfect
Community
until
team versus community.
you didn't. That's how that happened.
I don't know how they
That was
didn't swap
terrible.
teams when
It
you
was
joined the
absolutely
lobby.
I wish I had a pair of Astros right now, so I could just tell these guys good game and ask them, tell them we're gonna re-team up one
Astros
time.
kicked.
Oh man.
Jeez.
I dare say that was a good game though.
Well,
3-0.
I'm sure the audience might disagree, but
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
try and get a different map. What do you guys want to play? We've got Rat Race.
Chiron.
Man,
No,
Spiteful went 13-3.
We could do some chill out. What do you guys think?
Chill
of
out's
I
good.
don't even want to see this.
I actually haven't played the chill
I
out.
haven't tried it yet
remake
either. It hasn't come up for me.
Let's do it. Some chili TS.
Okay.
All right, let's get these.
I'm down.
Can we not show the Carnage report, please? It's just.
Spiteful going 13-3.
It's bad because I'm second in the Carnage report, and
Look at that green skull with 2 captures right there.
Dang, moving that objective.
MVP.
we're half filled with lore kids.
So Toa
Let's,
is not going to blue team. It looks like he wants to be on our team.
It's
It's understandable. I don't know anyone that would want to go against us for.
Yeah, he's not really helping.
He's not
us out
really
here,
getting
huh?
the memo.
Wait.
Oh!
He's heard it. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
No,
Alright.
I went to blue. I threw you guys off.
You did.
April.
Dude, that's what you did last time.
Okay.
Come
off a cliff.
on.
Hopefully
Okay.
Toa-
All right, let's do it. Let's just roll. Let's just roll. I turned in my my dignity a long time ago. So
Anyone rocking their Mark IVs from today's?
Oh,
Are
yeah.
we doing
pack?
5v3 again?
I
no,
am
we'll get
absolutely. Oh, there we go. You can go back blue, Yini.
He's
Oh no. Okay.
he's sending a message to Toa saying, "Please get off our team."
Oh, jeez.
I love you, Toa.
This could
I
take
really
a while.
do.
Again, if we had those Astros.
Here we go.
It's true. If only we had extras.
Are you guys giving some away? That's what I heard.
We may be not. It's very strict guidance that we're not allowed to discuss such matters.
Yeah, it's
This is
some
this
sort of
is chill out
weird thing.
by Dark Prince 909.
Okay.
You guys remember Chill Out, right?
Yeah.
Cold Storage, Halo.
Yep.
3?
Yeah, Cold Storage.
No, don't even stop.
Cold Storage was awesome. It had the big monitor eye.
Listen,
That's really cool
you got,
story
the question
implications.
is, do you guys remember Chill Out? Dude, you really need to.
Yeah, I
Halo
remember
1, that's it.
Cold Storage.
Let's stop.
You're right.
It's
Yuni.
very upsetting that you... Oh, man. I'm going to think of a
Well,
really good
is it
analogy
community?
later.
Toa changed teams. We're good to go.
Is
Let's
it
go.
us?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm going for that overshield.
No one-
Oh, he just got OS.
All right, what's up with Rockets? They're not on rocks yet.
So purple.
Oh, what?
Spiteful's down low
Where?
in the room. Yeah, he's coming up.
Are we playing just like?
OS?
Yeah.
Oh, Slayer.
Great.
Yeah.
No,
You got rockets and sniper?
Chill, man. H1 status.
just
What
do.
the?
Oh,
He
shoddy.
just destroyed you.
Yeah, I'm. So,
I don't
No, this is.
He's dead.
This
I'm
is
worried
a-
now. I'm
Okay,
actually
we
worried.
should.
Oh,
you should
I
be
am.
worried.
Let's focus.
You should be worried.
I didn't know we were playing Slayer. This is where I really am a liability.
Okay, let's do it. Top broken hall. Dark broken hall.
How are we down?
Watch out.
Hey, I'm just glad our internal tournament that's coming
Just
up.
get out of
is-
Obi room.
We're all being divvied up based on skill.
If you win that, we're good.
All right, we can come
All right,
back.
I
I
spawned
took out a bunch.
You're good. I spawned out. It's 1 to 10.
It's a 10-1.
Great.
I destroyed
That
that.
is great.
Wait,
What?
you're playing as me right now.
Am I?
Yeah.
It's
One hit
11 to
top
1 and I have the kill.
One hit top.
This is real bad.
No. One
I
hit
haven't
top
done
thing.
anything.
Oh!
I'll tell you
I
what.
hit the body too.
We are having some rough times.
Is it
Yeah,
1 to 14?
these gunners aren't doing. These gunners are doing nothing. Okay. Absolutely nothing.
What if he takes them off and he like suddenly goes like 12 and 2?
John, you should
have the only kill.
John, you should be doing way
That's
better.
what I told. That's what I said. That's horrible. That's really bad news.
John, you should be doing way better.
Screwing around too much.
Oh no!
I'm having a seriously rough time right
good
now.
job.
Don't worry, guys. I've doubled our kill count.
Grim, just go. Grim, go.
It's
I
all
got
you,
this.
Grim.
Grim,
It's all
no,
you.
stop it!
Wait, I'm coming, guys. Cover me.
Okay, they're below us.
I'm getting shot.
Dark hall.
He's across. He's across and
Let's
broken.
go. I've seen bigger comebacks. We can do this.
I'm gonna check Broken. Broken is one hit.
Nice shot.
All right, we're only down by 15.
They're trying to come across Broken. Oh wow.
I feel like they've been playing.
Teleporting right now on you, Andy.
Teleporting?
Yeah.
Guys,
He's
is it
got
Brute?
one in him.
Should I get this Brute plasma rifle? Is that good?
Nice. Okay, let's bring this
can
back.
if you
Brutes
want.
think so.
He's up
Slow
top.
this
He's
crap
going behind you. He's
down.
going
Rocks
behind
are
you.
up. Rocks are up. I'm gonna go. I have to.
Oh, I just fell down. I'm down low by myself. This is not good.
Oh.
Not good. There's so many plasma rifles on this map.
Okay. The little bag.
They're gonna come across Broken or they're gonna port. Get ready.
Hey,
to
I teleported into a room with 3 blues. Do not go through that teleporter.
Yeah.
Do not follow me in
I
there.
am chilling.
They're on Broken Bridge and one's gonna port.
Spiteful's here.
It's 5 to 21 though.
We
Porting
got
Broken
this.
Bridge probably.
I believe
Probably
this.
porting
He's got a
Broken
shotgun
Bridge.
in that room. I don't believe.
Alright, hold up.
Andy, can you do some
Oh,
casting?
Oh
my
boy,
God.
nope, no time for that. No, you gotta be kidding me.
If there's a place where I can just go and hide and crouch, I'll do that.
Oh man.
Because
Can
right
we
now,
disable-
Had I known they were gonna be this try hard,
No!
I might have set the teams up a little differently.
dude, look at their ranks. I mean, it should not come as a surprise. These guys obviously mean business.
Toa Freak, you're just supposed
All right,
to like
listen,
story.
First order of business. We gotta be honest with this. We have 2 gooses on the squad. No, only one.
I got a kill.
Uni, you're
I
not
got a
goosed right now.
kill.
Are you?
Uni!
You're not goosed, are
I'm
you?
on the board.
All right, listen. We
We
gotta
don't
be
need to
serious.
talk about whether or not I am goosed
Listen,
right now.
no, we do because we cannot end this game with you being goosed. And I know it's painful to bring up right now, but it'll be much more painful if you actually end with a goose, my friend.
Let's make a human shield around Uni.
This isn't a steak dinner. This is like
This is demolishing us.
Yeah, no, this is.
this is like dinner and a proposal.
You know, that's
afterwards.
what it's about.
Like,
Fans first, right?
That's what it's all about.
I mean, I used to
That
throw
is the
games all the
weirdest
time
excuse.
back in the day. I mean, that's how I roll.
that's just how you do it.
Top Broken Bridge. We need
I
to
just
get out.
doubled my kill count.
Let's go. Nice.
I have 2.
You have 2?
2
All right,
kills.
we're good. Rockets and Broken.
We got guys in
Rockets
this
top
hallway.
Broken weak.
We sound intelligent.
I'm in a hallway.
They're sniping down that hallway. Do not
Which
go
one?
down that hallway.
Guys
Top-
at purple
top right.
hallway.
We're getting spawn kills.
In case you wonder why we haven't
In
done
this
like
room
hump
right
day
now.
challenges
Get outta
yet.
here.
This
Hey,
is why.
Yeah,
Rockets bottom rocket room.
Might need to
Oh,
postpone
perfect
those
on green
plans.
skull. We're back. All right, I'm
2
gonna
shots.
bring it
We're not back at all.
I'll
Let's
bring
go.
it back.
Let's go, Graham, right now. Fire
Nice
team.
shots.
Let's turn it.
Let's
Oh,
go.
middle.
Nice, good kill.
That's 3.
Let's make this a little more respectable.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Trying. Let's stick together.
Green skull's dead again.
Keep it up. They're gonna be spawning
Rocks
that
here.
OS room.
Rocks
Let's
on
stick
rocket.
together.
Rocks on rocket.
Oh,
floor.
Oh,
skid.
I don't even know where that. Oh, rockets. We just got
It's
rocketed.
not too good here. I pictured it going differently in my head.
Yeah, so did
That's what
I.
you came to
I
the
pictured
teleporter with
me.
the last-
Dude. Spiteful
Oh,
rockets
he's got
top
OS.
pink.
Never mind.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
My plan was just to follow you guys around while you carried me.
Spiteful's going.
It's not
18
working
and
out
1.
too well.
He's going pretty hard right
How's the Twitch chat temperature in the back? Is it bad?
It's gotta be great.
It's pretty bad, right?
Oh, they are.
That's you're so sweet.
I say we can't end on this, man. This is the worst.
We might not. The live stream might be 5 hours.
You got him.
What you mean until we win?
Oh!
Oh,
I
no,
missed. I missed the finish. Oh, you.
Okay.
Wow.
Good help.
Spiteful's one hit on that ramp.
Guys.
This is really bad.
been
If I had a
fun.
good reputation.
Man.
Green Skull, I see you crouching.
We should have prepared
Nice
for
kill.
this in some fashion.
We probably should have actually practiced.
Well, we tried to play one game earlier.
We did. We played one game earlier and one really big, and we are like, we got this.
It's a little hard to play when you're making like 1,000 social posts at the same time, right?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna blame it on.
I mean, I got excuses all day. Oh,
Guys,
invis.
Yeah,
I will have. Let's all look and notice that Sketch and I are top of the team.
Yeah.
Which should be your first indication
Something's
that
wrong.
things went real south, real fast somewhere.
We don't need the PGCR.
No. Can we get off that
don't need
PGCR?
Yeah, come on,
Why
tap
don't you
it.
just put it back on
tap
our
through it.
That's on you guys.
embarrassing
That's
dogs
on you guys for not hitting
off
B
the
fast
Yep,
enough.
there you go.
Wait,
Good.
Graham.
Look, anybody who wants to know, they can go and look.
Oh, okay.
They can go and look.
All right.
Are
well,
we really done?
I mean,
You and me, man. You and me, top of the team.
A series of
let's rematch these guys later. I think we got more stuff we want to get to today. But
I don't even remember what we were doing.
I'm
the rest of the show.
really disappointed in you two. Specifically,
You
okay?
Wow.
You had one job, Bravo. One job.
I'm also
That's just
disappointed.
not
We're
fair.
never inviting these guys back again. If we're gonna do a looking for group that's just
Anyone but us?
anyone but you. I think so.
I had fun playing with you, Uni.
Yeah.
I had fun too.
I had a good time. I'm glad you guys.
bragging about how good they
Still
are.
fun.
Yeah.
It's not all about
something you have never.
It's not about
ever
winning
heard
and losing,
before.
man. It's not about winning and losing, and I can't stand your competitive types. So just stop.
I know. Don't you guys have some lore to write or something?
Yeah, work on it.
You can go write another cannon fodder. All right. Well, it was
Good
great
game to our friends.
Yeah,
I
it was
appreciate it.
great to have you guys on. And I mean, I guess let's give one mention to the clubs. This is a perfect example of why you should look up clubs on Xbox Live and actually find like-minded and like-talented people to play with, so that things don't end up like this. And of course, the community is incredible and it is awesome and
better than us.
It is better than us. And I think nothing embodies the community better than some of the folks that we've got teed up for you right now. Let's hear some more Halo memories.
Yo, 15 years. What? Hey, it's Darren O'Hara, voice of Tom Lasky. Just want to wish everyone a happy 15th anniversary. Hey, thanks for having me part of the franchise, part of the family. Cheers.
Halo 3 was my first experience with online multiplayer, and I remember playing in Michigan up against guys in London, realizing that we were playing the same game at the same time in the same world and thinking how crazy that was, despite the fact that I totally sucked at it. I absolutely loved it.
Hey, it's Green Skull from Ready Up Live, and it's crazy to think that Halo is 15 years old. I mean, I remember playing way back in the day, Halo 1, and just absolutely loving it, being awe-inspired when you first step onto the Halo ring. The experiences I have had, the friendships I have made with the Halo franchise are just unparalleled, unrivaled. So here's to 15 more years of Halo.
Oh, hello. I'm Paul Russell, the godfather of Halo. So named because I named the franchise. You're welcome.
When Halo Combat Evolved launched 15 years ago, I had no idea what effect it was going to have on my life, but I wouldn't trade those 15 years for anything. I have met so many fantastic people. I have played so many great games. I have seen so many spectacular things. Happy 15th birthday, Halo. I hope there's many more.
Halo has affected my life in a lot of ways. It got me into reading at a time when I otherwise wouldn't have picked up a book at all. I've made numerous friendships and even a few professional connections that wouldn't exist without this franchise, so thank you, Halo. Happy 15th anniversary. Here's to 15 more.
Hi, I'm Marcus Leto, one of the original creators of the Halo universe. Wow, 15 years, really? Happy anniversary, Halo, and thank you to all the fans.
Me and my friend Steve got my old school Xbox. He got a little TV, 2 controllers. We're playing Halo split screen, breezing through, feeling like superheroes, Master Chiefs, if you will. We get to one stage, the Flood. You really don't think there's much that could creep you out. Basically, the walls start crawling and there's a bunch of stuff running at you. I don't know where to go. Steve doesn't know where to go. So we're just shooting and running around. Aliens fighting other aliens. We tried over and over again. And the thing that we did not realize was we had to slow down. When you do it with a friend, that's what Halo really weighed on me. That co-op experience.
Hi, it's Jen Taylor. Happy anniversary, Halo. 15 years. It's a long time. It's a good thing I have a very, very big crush on you. Happy anniversary.
I'm proud to say that I've witnessed our first steps on Alpha Halo, the rise of the Flood, the return of the Foreigners, the fall of the Covenant, the rise of the Halo Reach Instinct God Squad, the rise of Evil Geniuses, and Lethal, finally, playing for Optic Gaming. And all of that was in 15 years. So here's to you, Halo. Happy 15th birthday.
My favorite Halo memory has to be the Halo Combat Evolved campaign. I played the game straight through, like 8 hours through the night. Probably didn't go to school the next day, and I could not believe how cinematic it was. Like the last level, it never happened in a game like that. You were driving through an exploding planet on a warthog, and it was fire shooting out of things. The game was great. Halo Combat Evolved, the single player. You get it.
I've been lucky enough to meet so many diverse, amazing people playing Halo. We all share this common interest and passion, and I'm even able to bond with people that are really terrible at Griffball and just betray their teammates. Looking at you, Jessica Shea. Regardless of how bad I know I am at the game, I'm so proud to know that the Halo franchise has been around for 15 years. Here's to another 15. Happy birthday, Halo.
Halo, I heard you're turning 15 today. Super exciting. You know what that means, right? You get to learn how to drive. Just do me one favor though. Don't let Kat be your teacher. Have a happy birthday. Love you.
Doing a midnight launch, and we had arranged with the New York Police Department to drive mongooses, real live mongooses, and a warthog down Fifth Avenue. And the police department, they let us do it, but the rules were we had 2 light changes to come down the Fifth Avenue in New York City. So that means the light could go from green to red to green to red. So we're talking maybe 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes at the most. And I will never forget this because we looked up Fifth Avenue. All of Fifth Avenue stopped. This is midnight. There's no traffic. They have stopped Fifth Avenue in New York City, Manhattan, one of the busiest cities in the entire country. And roaring down the road, down Fifth Avenue, I'm standing in the middle, come 2 mongooses and a warthog, and they pull right up in front of the store, and Master Chief gets out, and the crowd just erupted. That, to me, is one of my favorite Halo moments.
Hey, I'm Bernie Burns.
I'm Gus Sorolla from Rooster Teeth Productions.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you. Happy birthday, Halo. I can't believe it's been 15 years. Halo, obviously super influential, Rooster Teeth. Without Halo, we wouldn't have been able to make our greatest creation ever, Griffball.
We want to say thanks to everybody who's been part of the Red versus Blue community, the Halo community, and every single person who has ever worked on Halo in any capacity whatsoever. It goes without saying that we wouldn't be anywhere without all of you.
Yeah, we're big fans.
Rooster Teeth, Bernie and Gus. Gotta love those guys.
Yeah, I like what more maybe embodies, I think, like the ascension of Halo community members in a way.
Remember, I was just recently, we were talking about this. I remember being back at sort of our old, it was really just a rental office building next to a rock quarry where Bungie was situated back in those days. And RVB kind of came up out of nowhere. And Machinima, like, we weren't really that familiar with it.
Yeah, it wasn't really a thing.
Not quite yet, you know, just because technically people were already starting to do it, but it would take a lot longer before developers started actually providing those tools, right? And, you know, initially, a company like Microsoft sees somebody using their IP to presumably profit, and immediately, you know, the lawyers. Yeah,
understandable. Yep.
The lawyers rally, and you know, I got to give a shout out to Pete Parsons, who was a studio head for Bungie at the time, and you know, we liked those guys, and we actually sort of saw a lot of value in what they were doing, and we're able to kind of have some good conversations and really convince the army of lawyers to step back a minute. And this isn't really about a money-making enterprise. It's just about, you can't put a price tag on this level of sort of social marketing and viral marketing and the things that RVB has done to contribute to the franchise and to the community as a whole over the year. I mean, I will forever be thankful to those guys. They've helped me out.
On both sides,
You know, 10 years of community management, those guys have helped me out tremendously. They've made videos for us. They've done beta trailers for us. They finally put me in a video.
Yeah, talk about making the job easier.
My lifelong dream. I always wanted to be one of the voices. And
nice.
I want to say it was one of our Reach kind of early promo pieces where I had like one line. So
that's awesome.
I'm really thankful that they let me do that. And those guys, you know, for me, RVB and Halo, hand in hand.
And speaking of which, RVB actually, if I'm not mistaken, has a brand new app available on the Xbox One. So if you are a fan of the reds and the blues and all of the things that happen when you combine them together, make sure you check out the App Store on your console and check out that app. Because what's also incredible about Rooster Teeth is it's not just a red versus blue thing anymore. Like, I believe they just wrapped up their 14th season. They were, for a while, like the longest running sci-fi show in the United States, which is ridiculous. I think they like broke a record from Stargate or something like that. Like, it was crazy. But now, I mean, they've got like animes and all sorts of really cool programming. It's kind of like their own like cable network in a way. Like,
you know, I remember too this big awesome moment that happened in the studio when as these guys started making these amazing videos, and we were always huge fans, but the ability, I don't know if you remember this, we had this really weird claw sort of Konami code style technique you could do to lower your weapon.
Oh, yeah.
And that was 100% developed internally in response to help, like, what do you guys need to make better stuff? And that was their main thing, is it'd be great to be able to move the head without having to point a full gun at someone's face.
It's been cool to see the kind of back and forth over the years with different features kind of being added or tweaked or massaged, like directly in response to community interaction and wants and needs. And again, I don't think anybody embodies that evolution of the community and what it can be at its highest levels more than Rooster Teeth. So,
well, speaking of wants and needs, I want and need some Halo loot.
Dude.
As in a loot crate.
I know a guy.
I think I do too.
I got a guy.
He's literally just snuck in and sitting right next to me.
Yeah, normally he doesn't even sit this close to us, but we'd like to welcome onto the show Mr. CP himself, Mr. James Monosmith. James,
hey,
what's
welcome,
up, dude?
Thank you.
Always look forward to you being here, man. We'll look at a show rundown and we'll be like, whew, hope this goes well, all right, that's good, sweet, James, gold, excellent. Like, don't even have to worry about it. Also, you always make us look bad with the crazy and wonderful attire that you wear. So
do you guys like my shoes?
Can you talk to us about your fuzzy chest?
Yeah. I've heard that before. You got to check this out. So this is our brand new sweater that I've been wearing all day. It's our official Halo Ugly Christmas sweater for the holiday season.
It is incredible.
You guys can see it. It's fantastic. Wake me up when you need presents. It is available right now on Amazon. I'm going to plug it. Go to Amazon and type in Halo Ugly Christmas Sweater. This will be one of 12 things that'll pop up, but this is the official one, so make sure and get that one. It's awesome, it's comfortable, and it's got a little fuzzy ball.
Love it.
And you know what, I actually take kind of, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but I don't think it's that ugly. I think it's quite handsome.
No, it's ugly in an endearing sort of way. It's like
I just
a
said
pug.
I don't think it's ugly, and you just said it is ugly.
But we can all have our own opinions.
Okay, that's true.
Unless you ask the internet. But speaking of other treats and goodies and stuff, do you have any any cool stuff on the horizon?
I am here to show off and reveal the figure for our third legendary crate from Loot Crate.
Woo!
So it's very exciting.
And here it
all
is.
Right.
Yes.
Right behind
Comes
us.
right here.
That's the what is the legendary?
Shipping's a little bit more
mythic crate
on this one, on the mythic crate. No, so our third crate is called Halo Conflict. It is a 15th anniversary of Halo CE themed crate. So all about our favorite hero, the Master Chief. So without further ado, I'm going to unveil. I have the very, very first one off the presses shipped to me directly from China. This is our brand new figure of Master Chief, Halo CE Master Chief, leapfrogging a grunt. And I'm going to do a little bit of an unboxing here for us, which I have not done on
stream.
stream.
What is a little bit of an unboxing? You're just going to
I'm just going to do it just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm going to do
Just
I guess I'm going to do the whole
unboxing.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
right.
for those of us that are sort of new, I'll talk at you while
I won't
you're
explain
opening.
this to you. If you don't know,
I mean, this is not the crate, right? I mean, this is a little
extremely
small for a
tiny
crate.
crate. No.
So this is one of
What
a
else
bunch
fits in
of
there?
awesome things, right?
We've got a whole, we've got a shirt in here. No, so this is the crates themselves are they vary in size, but they're big stuff.
Yeah.
And we throw in a whole amazing collection of things. We always make sure we have one of these amazing figures. It's actually called the Halo Icon series. They're really cool. We've so far come out with a Halo 5 Warzone Red vs. Blue figure set. Last crate was Buck from ODST with the face of Nathan Fillion. It was really exciting to get that likeness there. And they all come in these really cool bases that kind of form a halo, a circle that you can put all the figures on and kind of interchangeable. But not only do you get the figure, we always include some other collectibles in there. Like we've done the Mr. Chief plushie.
Yep.
You
can call me a corporate shill if you want, but I legitimately love the stuff that we have selected in these. And I remember even hearing about it at first, and it was kind of one of those okay, this sounds cool, but is it just going to be kind of like a generic grab baggy type thing? But man, I've been super impressed, and it's been really cool to see all the unboxing videos done by a lot of you guys out there as you get the crate. I mean, I have a crate delivered to my house that I buy and personally because it's super, super awesome. And it's great to see all the stuff that is kind of lovingly crafted. I mean, everything from the merchandise like this, but even really cool like narrative and lore related tidbits. Personal bias on that. Sorry.
Exactly. I mean, what's great about it is this isn't something, you know, we work together with Loot Crate. This is really curated by us here at 343, our team, from franchise, from our story team. Jeff helps out, and we put it together to really be a story inside every crate that really reflects our actual universe and the games. So that's why we're always excited about each one. The figures, I think, are some of the showcase items. I absolutely always love.
Let's see it.
Let's see
Open
it.
it up.
Without further ado.
Take it out.
There's nothing in here.
I know.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so here's the box. It's always everybody's favorite part, the box.
It's a nice box.
Okay, let's bust them out here. All right. Okay. It's amazing. Look at this tiny, adorable. Can we get a zoom in on that?
Oh man, that's nice.
We're not getting a zoom in.
We're not getting a zoom. Just pretend. Just get close to your screen.
Lean in.
All right,
just get close to your screen. It's the same thing as a zoom.
Yeah. All right. Well, hold on. Pass on. Let me get the rest of this out.
Okay.
That's awesome. He is like.
Look at that little
sweeping
ball.
the leg.
Okay, a little tiny. We got an awesome.
Yeah.
And then our stand here. So let's go put it together to form our little mini scene.
That's nice.
Nope. All right.
I love the grunt there. Very classic style grunt.
I don't even know what's going to happen until this happens.
That was a strange sentence.
There we go.
Yeah, nice.
There we go.
There you go.
So this is the exclusive figure from Halo Legendary Crate number 3, shipping in December. As you can see, this is awesome. It's got to be, I don't know, it's got to, I mean, I'm a Chief fan, so it's my favorite so far of the series.
On that. When do they need to order by if they want to get one of their own?
So make sure and order by December 15th at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you'll be able to get it. If you're in the U.S., it should arrive before Christmas.
I thought you said Pacific Santa Time, which
that's
still
what
would
I
have
said.
made
Works.
sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
That is what I said.
Awesome.
And also, this is one of my favorite things, and one of the cool things about these sets is it's kind of a pin system.
Yeah.
You can kind of interchange them, and this is not canon, but if you remove the grunt and put just Chief, oh snap, we've got B-Boy Chief.
Breakdancing.
Breakdancing on there. Fantastic.
Not
They're going to
So
hang out.
not canon. You're not confirming.
I'm saying
it's
it's not
a new
canon.
move or anything coming to the game. Okay.
It is a new move coming to the game. Oh, in Halo 6.
You heard it here first.
Great.
And James, for sort
All
of
right, sorry, putting this back together. Give me 1 second.
also for folks looking for sort of other swag ideas, I believe that you have worked with your friends at Jinx to
Jeff wants to see it. Yeah.
put something together for the anniversary.
We do.
Right?
So for the anniversary, we have the official Halo Waypoint store powered by our friends over at Jinx. And through now and through 11/30, so November 30th, we'll be doing 15% off of everything store-wide. That includes free shipping and a Halo 5 rec pack, which has an exclusive Jinx emblem inside of it. So you get all of that.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's pretty awesome. And we have a new item, which Rob's going to toss to me right now, that I'm super excited about, that we just launched
Bet you
today.
can't stick it, Rob.
Oh my
you
God, I
got
almost lost
to
that.
it before I could.
Yes. So this bad boy we just released today, $12.99, sound activated, which I don't have it on. I know. Hold on.
I didn't realize it
I
was
didn't know
sound
how to sound
activated.
either. That changes
Right,
everything.
Oh my God, I just got it. Okay.
Oh, man.
So we got a sound plushie grunt. Plushie grunt. That's not even a thing. That's the thing we should have.
It's like one of those popples
Plushie grenade.
from the 80s.
So-
it turns into a grunt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. It's like a blue spider.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, now I'm dead.
Oh. Live stream shuts down.
It's plushy, so you can get 12 of them, 20 of them. Just have plushy
They're not
battles at
triples.
home.
Yeah.
Just whatever you want. That'd be great. So really excited about this. Oh, hey, I forgot to mention one thing. For those who do want to still pick up the Loot Crate and don't have a subscription already, if you use the code COMBATEVOLVED, all one word, you'll get 15% off of your Loot Crate purchase.
Oh.
So that's exciting.
I didn't know that.
Nice.
Throwing discounts left and right, fellas. Just keep it coming.
That's incredible.
And then the other thing, I guess we're going to mention now because Rob put this right next to me.
Okay.
Good catch.
Oh.
Is we are going to be holding a little thing later where we're going to be giving away the
I could have used that a little while ago.
Yeah.
Halo Edition
I feel like
Astro
that makes me
840s for
more pro.
Xbox One. Thank you, Astro, for giving these to our fans. We're really excited about it, but these bad boys are going to come up to a really amazing contest we're going to give you guys, so stay tuned after me to your chance to win one of them.
And Astro I am still seeking sponsorship for my run, my
Yes.
HCS run. So just you can find me on Twitter at Sketch.
Yeah, I think Ash was looking to sponsor someone now new too. So.
All right. Nice.
Cool.
Cool,
Thanks,
guys.
James.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what we are going to do now is we're going to pass it over and talk a little bit about something else that is competitive, not just Black Friday shopping. We're talking about some competitive Halo, and we would love to talk about it ourselves, but we know you don't really believe a thing that we say because you've seen how we perform. So instead, we'll toss it over to some experts, specifically the hosts of the HCS Listen In podcast, Tashi and Strongside, who are super excited to talk about some events that we've got coming up. Let's see what they have to say.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us inside the HCS Listen In podcast. I'm Tashi, joined by my good friend Strongside. How you doing, Mike?
Doing good. Ready for HCS Las Vegas.
That's right, we got that coming up this weekend. On Friday, we'll be kicking things off with the free-for-all powered by Astro Gaming.
And we got a lot of people signed up, which is awesome that so many more people are coming out to this event, but that means the competition is going to be more fierce. So Boo Boo Doo Boo may hold the throne right now, but there's a lot of people coming for that FFA throne. You've got Hook, you've got Suspector, Baby J, King Nick, Monster. I mean, the list goes on. And a lot of OG players as well, like Snipe Down. People that have been around and been big FFA names for a very long time. So I think we're going to have a really good turnout, and it's going to definitely come down to the wire, just like Orange County.
Yeah, I'm thinking some, FFA masters out there will dethrone some 4v4 pros. From Orange County to now, they've been really grinding and practicing. And, the 4v4 guys have been playing in Pro League and stuff, so they might be not as practiced on FFA. So I think we're set to see maybe some upsets. We'll see if Boo Boo Doo can hold on to the throne, but I'm feeling it might be Baby J or one of these other guys.
Yeah, Baby J, he is practicing a lot for this. I talked to him a little bit, and he said he's gunning for first. He wants that #1 spot.
Yeah, we'll have to see. It's going to be exciting. On Saturday, we have the open bracket and the open circuit finals. This is where we'll just find out which two teams go to relegation at the North American finals. Who are you looking out for in this one?
Yeah, you've got teams like Most Wanted, Threes Up, Contagious, you've got Game Tyrant. There's a lot of good teams out there. In Las Vegas, it's this all or nothing. You have to do good here. You want to make it to relegation. You want to try and get that spot in the next season of Pro League. So you got to put that time in. And if there's one team to do it, I would have to give it to Threes Up though.
I mean, yeah, we'll see what comes out of there. But in the end, on Sunday, they're going to have to go up against the Juggernauts in the North American Pro League. And even actually, we have Fab from the European Pro League coming on over to compete in this tournament. So, it'll be an awesome showcase of the amateur talent versus the pros. And where do you think it'll all land?
Implementing the EU team, I think, is super interesting because there's a lot of controversy going on right now between how good are the European teams compared to the North American teams. And with Fab Esports being kind of at the top of the European scene, it shows that they may potentially have what it takes to take down kind of like that 5th through 8th seeded North American team.
Yeah, no, this is definitely really good practice for them going into the Halo World Championship. I think they want to see how they stack up against the North American teams because really, they're the final boss, no pun intended, but that's who they're going to have to beat if they want to actually do well at the Halo World Championship. I think my prediction, though, I'd have to go with Team Envious taking this. I think they've probably put in a lot of work. We saw Pistola doing work lately. How you feeling about Envy?
I'd have to agree, and that's because Optic Gaming's not going to be there, right? Yeah, so I think that's been like their biggest competition. Optic Gaming has given them the most competition in Pro League. So going into Las Vegas, their Envy is probably feeling pretty good, like, hey, we've got this. But interesting enough, I mean, Liquid was the only team so far to beat Team Envious in the Pro League. So if Liquid can kind of step up their performance and maybe catch Envy in like a bad day or a bad match, they could easily take down Team Envious. So I favor Team Envious, but I still think there's hope for the other teams.
Yeah, that's a good point about Liquid too. Like, they're a dangerous team. I think once they're hot, they can pretty much go against anyone in the league. So I'm excited to see who wins. And for you back home, you can tune in at twitch.tv/PGLPro. That's Friday, November 18th through Sunday, November 20th. We'll see you there.
And thanks for being back. And speaking of starting off as a pro and just working your way up the ladder. In this case, sometimes the corporate ladder. We wanted to bring back our very good friend, Mr. Andy Bravo.
Are you suggesting that I didn't do very well competing, so I instead got a
No,
job?
you're actually too good, and they kicked you out. They made you illegal.
I don't think that's what you meant at all.
I get to decide what I meant.
Okay.
So we're clear.
Dude, have you had that headset on the whole time? I can't even talk. Have you? Huh? Have you had that? You can't even hear me because of the
Wait, legit, I actually can't see
Sorry,
his other,
I'm
the other
talking
side
to
of
the
his
booth
head.
right now.
Oh man, I wish we could have a slow zoom on this thing. Did you just put this in? You did.
Huh? Yeah. I mean,
Oh, it looks great.
we can't all have Astros, okay?
No, that looks fantastic.
This is
You know
how I
what?
roll.
The
That
second
is
I saw that,
fantastic.
I thought to myself, I should have had the Plantronics Halo 2 headset in
there you
all
go.
day today. Because if that wasn't the greatest headset of its time, I don't know what was.
I mean, it just makes me feel like a little bit more official.
Connected.
Like
I feel like you're way more connected to the world.
talking to. Yeah, all right, Roger Lennox, I got
Yep.
you. Okay, we're gonna stretch.
Roger
this,
is
all right,
not
guys,
his name.
we're gonna stretch this
Roger.
segment out.
And so Roger Linux is actually his birth
His
name.
father.
Guys, I'm getting a word. We're gonna go to the 3 cam now.
Okay.
Okay.
There's no 3 cam. Okay.
Here we are.
So Rob, you are obviously no stranger to not only the community, but even to this kind of setup right here. But you are going through some kind of new adventures and transitions. Can you talk just a little bit about like what you're doing now?
Sure.
At all?
Yeah, it's mostly top secret.
Okay.
No, I'm working on a lot of different things. Working on a lot of the same things too, though.
Yeah.
Working a lot with you guys. Working with new teams though in the studio on both things we're working on now, things we're going to be working on, and I'm going to try not to be a stranger. Pop into shows and things like that. But excited to be working with a bunch of new teams at the studio that I haven't got to yet, even at the studio or even in the industry yet.
Now, we've been talking about favorite memories. Do you have any favorite memories specifically kind of from your time as community manager?
Oh, man. I think one of the coolest things for me was heading out to Europe for the first time, not only as a community manager, but for the first time, period, was when I was a community manager. So you start to get an idea, and Brian, you went on international tours as well. You start to get an idea of the scope, right? Because you can look at numbers on a screen and see how many millions of people are playing these games, right? But until you actually get out there and you see crowds of people, I mean, for example, Gamescom, when you meeting these fans, and it's fantastic to see so many people speaking so many different languages playing these games, which I think is something you can only get when you really meet the players in these other regions. Who love Halo so much. So that definitely is a standout for me.
Yeah, I agree. No, and I think you'll agree too that people in this building, or whether it was back in the day in the Bungie building, teams just putting blood, sweat, and tears into making the game, right? And so often it's so hard for them to have a chance to come up for air and really see the fruits of their labor, right? And I think it's part of the responsibility to go out there, be a delegate of the studio, and sort of help spread that goodness, but then also bring it back and share that experience. And I found in my days that it's really inspirational, and it can be really invigorating, especially as we know how hard it gets when you're starting to crunch towards those milestones.
Yeah, especially with Halo 5, I think I'm glad we were able to do things like like live streams and a little bit just new things for the game, because if you walk up on the 4 floors that are above this, there's people who are nonstop putting work into so many aspects of what's coming out and what both you all and us are playing at home. So there's so much work done here, and it's amazing to meet people who appreciate it as much as we do.
So it's a different world than last time. We've already gone over that since I was community manager. Different studio, franchises moving in different directions. Any advice for me as the outgoing community manager? You've already been
I don't know.
a great mentor, helping me understand the Twitter and sort of how to work my tweets.
Twitter.
And
I don't know. I think I think I speak for a lot of people when I'm really excited to have you back in the building. I mean, it just even simply reading the stuff you put in community updates so far. I mean it when I say I don't think there's anything that I would say that you need to hear. I think you're gonna kick ass.
Well, thanks, Provocado.
You got it, man.
Speaking of two-way streets of communication, it's about this time where we like to hear from you guys. So our man on the street, or at the laptop, if you will, Unishek, has pulled a couple of Twitter questions for us.
You getting them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got that? You got that? Yeah. And of course, it's always important to remember if you want to get your name out here and question asked, to maybe before you hit post, take a long, hard look at your question and think to yourself, is this something they're actually going to read and answer on air. Just
is this something I would share with my grandmother at the dinner table?
Yes.
Yeah.
But we've got some fun ones. Actually, first one here, Drax122 on Twitter has something specifically for me, which is always, I feel, a little dangerous. Says, before Jeff, before you were at 343, you were with awesome folks over at HBO. What is your favorite memory from that time? And he doesn't mean home box office. He actually means halo.bungie.org, of which this shirt is actually a very specific throwback to, because my time actually with that community is a really awesome memory for myself from the Halo community. And this shirt was actually, I got this, speaking of anniversaries, this was done, I believe, at Halo Fest, or was our community get together at Halo Fest. Yeah, in 2011, and it was done by a guy who's in the community, but is an incredible illustrator and artist named Levi Offmeyer, and he actually did probably my favorite fan-created Halo thing, which is Fistful of Arrows, an awesome comic. And he actually now is a professional illustrator and has his own comic called Mayflower that you should check out if you're a comic fan. Just shameless plug for that. It's not a Halo thing, but it's awesome sci-fi, and you should check it out. But I mean, like HBO, like a lot of different communities, is just full of people that I think we all come together because we like Halo, but we stick around because we like each other. And I think that along with a lot of other communities, I loved the HBO community because it was really kind of like one of the very first Halo communities. I remember getting really into the story end of Halo 1, leading into Halo 2. And there were so many crazy theory crafting going on. Remember, this is really early days in the story, not knowing where it was going to go, and people coming up with all sorts of ridiculous theories. And my now good friend Claude Herrera, Louis Wu, who kind of ran and cultivated this family of a community. Really, that's what it was. It was family, and so it was a great place to kind of go and set up shop. And I eventually was able to kind of help run that site before I moved on to doing other things, and still hold that whole family very, very near and dear to my heart. Have you guys had any specific kind of community outlets that you were especially a part of, specifically in Halo, but if not in Halo, in any other kind of other early video gaming ways?
I mean, for me, I think HBO probably as well.
Yeah.
I mean, for halo.bungie.org, I also have been a part of those forums for many years. That's where I first saw your gamer tag. That's where I first came to know the sketch tag. Met a lot of great folks, and I owe a ton to Claude as well and that community. They made Bungie look great. They made me look good. They helped us out a lot, and they really had a lot to play, I think, at the time, and really amplifying and growing the whole community. So I'm right there with you.
I'm listening to everything you say, and then I look over at the Halo 3 headset, and I can't take it seriously.
Don't be jealous.
I never could figure out the HBO format threading, so I just gave up on HBO. But for me, two community sites that were big for me in my early days. One was halo-pro.com. It was pre-YouTube. Okay. And it was a few strategy articles, the first Waka rip-in montages were hitting in Halo 2 there. There was already Halo 1 videos and things, and the Strange Purple tips on Halo CE free-for-all.
There were videos without YouTube? How did you watch them?
Yeah, exactly.
That's incredible.
Well, it used to be really hard to find anywhere to host any trailer, any video.
Yeah. I remember having to wait, 40 minutes to try to download a video on, at the library, the local library. And
I don't remember that.
No.
I think the libraries frown on the adult content.
Okay, so moving on before I feel
also,
any older. Yeah.
Halo2forum.com. Many of you will remember it became, I believe, the Halo Forum over the years as games continued to come out. But Halo2forum.com was another montage hotspot ran by a guy named Z back in the day. So I won't say that I found a true home at those two spots, but they're two that I really remember kind of growing up with.
Cool. Not to be confused with Halo2sucks.com.
Right, very different site.
Which is
a pre-release site.
Halo Reach is not canon.net.
A real community that formed.
Different, totally different. So what you got? What you got from Twitter?
This one says it's from @GrimMother1. How awesome is Grim Brother? Really?
That is
I call shenanigans on that. No, this one's actually looks like it's coming from James Morgan on Twitter.
Okay.
Do you guys have a favorite period of Halo history? Jeff, do you have a sort of a
It's a toss-up.
Abridged answer for that one?
Yeah, it's a toss-up between the Ancient Forerunner stuff. I absolutely love the Greg Bear trilogy that kind of dives into the old Ancient Forerunner history. But I'm also a sucker for like the Great Schism era, right? You know, that Halo 2 era where the brutes were taking over for the elites and all the crazy political upheaval in the Covenant. That's pretty awesome.
I'm going to have to say, as much as I love the sort of just the whole arc and period of the original trilogy, for me, I'm kind of a Fall of Reach kind of guy. I really like the sort of early story of Spartan Team and sort of how that all came to be and how sort of John was set on his arc. So I think that's my answer.
Yeah, I think it says something that I anticipated. I understood this question as, what is your favorite part in the past 15 years of real-life Halo releases?
Yes.
And
yeah, I guess we're
think
reading it either way. You're right. It could go either way.
So I think story-wise, every piece of Halo 1 for me is, is really special. Especially a lot of people have been tweeting about kind of the second you come out of the lifeboat.
Yep,
right?
the Bumblebee.
The second you come out of that is such an incredible moment, and for me, getting up onto the shores of Silent Cartographer, the journalist's name is escaping me. I apologize, but they put it in such a great way that that battle is such an invitation, right?
Yeah.
To get into.
That's a great way to put it.
And to jump into the game. It is done so well. So for me,
awesome.
I'm not generally a campaign guy, but Halo 1 is so great for me. And I think game-wise, though, I said it a little bit earlier, but each period of each release, for many of us, I'm sure, as we have grown older, and maybe some of us were in high school at certain parts, and then college, and then we've graduated. Some people have, with whatever stage you were in with your life, your Halo experience was likely pretty tailored to it, with the people you played with, how you played with them, how often, all that stuff. Yeah.
Very cool. And one last quick one from Thad Stradamus, I believe I'm pronouncing this correctly, and we'll do this fast. What's your favorite Halo cutscene from the series? I'll start off. Every Halo 2 anniversary cutscene is just incredible, but probably my favorite overall is the Floodgate closing cutscene in Halo 3, and it's where they're inside the Shadow of Intent and talking about the dangers that lie ahead, and also that kind of trading of arms where the Arbiter walks by with all the UNSC gear and Johnson walks by with all the Covenant gear, and it's just like this really cool climactic moment right there, kind of getting ready for the final conflict.
Oh wow! I'll go to Brav.
Okay.
Let me think on that.
I believe it's when you're heading down an elevator, right? I would have been your daddy. When you're seeing Chief kind of descend, mainly because as a 12-year-old at the time, the caption "I would have been your daddy" is just really bizarre. And
that kind of locks it in to the brain.
Yeah.
Right there. Mm-hmm. That's good. Okay. And
maybe I'll just go with sort of the classic finishing this fight.
Okay. Nice. Very cool. All right. Well, the nice thing about this is actually, in thanks for you guys who submitted your questions being involved. If you submitted your question to us, we are going to submit a pair of Astro headsets to you. So thank you for being involved, and thank you guys for being here.
That's it, right? I mean, we made it.
Yeah.
Made my first live stream in the books.
I'm pretty sure.
So I mean, normally you guys end this with some sort of look ahead, or so, like when will we be here again? When can we expect to be back on camera?
I think it's probably safe to say that we will be meeting back here in a live stream type fashion right about the time that we are ready to drop the next content salvo for Halo 5 Guardians. And while I'm going to make everyone mad right now by not talking exactly about when that specifically will be, it would be really mean of us to not at least give some sort of taste and teaser. So let's check it out. Guys, thanks so much for joining us for our 15th anniversary celebrations. I know if it was up to me and Brian here, we would freeze this moment in time forever. Yeah?
Absolutely.